Da-da.
I think my audio levels are off for this one. I don't mean to adjust this. Here we go. Okay. Nope, just Rob.
It's just Rob being Rob. And it's back to Rob. And now Rob.
Yeah, that's how
Rob.
we judge superiority on the
Rob.
podcast. Is whoever's loudest.
That's true.
Wins.
It's like the animal kingdom.
Rob.
Mhm.
Oh, Rob.
Ever
Rob.
largest chest.
Rob.
Hey,
Rob.
everyone.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hey there.
Hey.
Hi.
Rob.
Whoa. Yo. We're all here. Whoa.
We
It's
did
everybody. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. It is week 5. Believe it or not, we are.
God.
Well, actually, normally we'd be a fourth of the way through the season, but there's that extra game now, so we're not.
So
Yeah,
it's
now
an
it's not an even
immeasurable
number
fraction,
anymore.
actually,
Yeah,
really. Like 5/17. Who the hell? How do we work with that? Come on,
That's stupid.
NFL.
Come on.
No one's brain can compute at that level.
It's kind
Yeah.
of weird.
So you might as well just get rid of another preseason game and go to 18 games. For the
Yeah,
regular
there we go.
season.
That
That's
feels
great.
better.
But
Yeah.
they should have 2 buys at this point. Like
Yeah, they should have 2
definitely
buys.
definitely, yeah.
That's a great.
And
Go
then-
18, 2 buys.
Then
Yeah.
we go 20, then we have 3 buys, and then we have 5 buys.
Now we're
Now we
no.
have full year-long football. There we
Yeah.
go.
Make Justin Timberlake the commissioner. That's
Yeah.
always been my long strategy for the NFL. So
Yeah, it's a solid strat.
Once that happens, I think we can end the show. Ultimately, that's our goal
Yeah.
collectively, probably.
It's like the prophecy's fulfilled.
Yeah.
So what's going on? Here we are. I say we just kick it off with the big story of the week, which is Bear and Sinvicta went to the football game.
We did, not the Washington team football
sadly.
team game. We went
That's
to
true.
I don't know why that just immediately to me sounded like it was the Washington team game. No, this is the Buccaneers Patriots game, man. It's history. Actual history made it this game with Brady passing Breeze for the all-time passing yards record.
Mhm.
So that was pretty cool to be there. for
We
that.
saw it live with
saw
our
it
own
happen.
2 eyes.
We watched him throw the ball to Michael Evans, and he caught it with his hands, and then we witnessed it.
It was actually a good game.
It
That
was.
was the he actually tied it with that. That was the next pass that he threw that
okay.
broke it. But yeah,
Right.
we still saw it, and nobody said anything, and they did a very short little graphic on.
Apparently that was what Brady asked for, so that's I guess why that happened.
Yeah, he didn't want a big fanfare because he just doesn't care.
Right. So yeah, me and Sin went to this game. Okay, so let's talk about the game in like just by itself.
Yeah.
absent of
Compartmentalize
everything
just
else.
the game.
Yes, the game. Oh man, so cool! Holy shit! My first NFL game, Sin's first regular season NFL game, but he had been to preseason games before. Incredible experience, man. Holy shit. Being in a stadium that big with that many people and like feeling that energy and being a part of like the home team vibe and like it really sucks you in. It sucked me in especially because I've been watching the Patriots for years and seen all this stuff on TV, and then to be there when they score a touchdown and the fireworks all go off and the stadium's going crazy and the muskets fire in the end zone, man, it is cool as shit. It really is awesome. I had a blast with all of that, and I'm assuming Sin feels similarly.
Oh yeah, it was great. I mean, I've been to preseason games and stuff, and I've been to like baseball games and concerts and everything. But like the regular season football game was on a different level in Gillette, and that was supposedly the loudest game that anyone's ever heard being there as well.
It was loud, man. Yeah, that was crazy to me.
Yeah, but it was. I mean, the atmosphere was great. We were kind of giddy when we got there. It started raining because it's like, yeah, this is like literally the most New England game that you could ever like wish for. And the people in front of us, I mean, they were relatively cool. The guys, every single dude there had a really heavy Boston accent. I mean,
so good.
Big surprise
so
being in Boston. Yeah, just hearing him talk was just like, oh my gosh, it was. Bear didn't know the quote, but I was like, yeah, it reminds me so much of Jaws from that one scene where Roy Scheider's like, he's like, they're gonna puck the car in the park. In the bar, like it's seriously like they all talk like that.
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy,
It's amazing.
the
And there's like
taxi
a
that-
certain I was telling Sin too. There's like a certain Boston dude look too. You know what I'm saying? Where they've got like the incredibly thick 5 o'clock shadow. They've got like a sunken in pair of eyes. They've got like a square head. You know, like once you see that dude, you're like, oh, that guy's from Boston.
Oh,
you don't even have to hear him talk. That guy's from Boston.
I've been there twice for PAX East, and both times. The one time there was these 2 college dudes. He's like, "Yo, who's texting Jenny?" And he's like, "Texting fucking Jenny, dude." I was like, "All right, well, I'm here."
It's basically,
Dude, that's such a dead giveaway. Dude, whenever you hear the fuck.
The taxi driver I had from the hotel to the airport sounded exactly like George Carlin. It was insane.
Yeah, no, he did. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
It was absolutely insane. But
didn't know how to drive, as a side note.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the guy who took me from the airport to the hotel.
Dude, our guy kind of sounded like I'm thinking Woody Allen. I thought
you're thinking Woody Allen.
Yeah. That guy looked like Woody and sounded like Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, and that guy couldn't drive at all.
No, yeah, he sucked. Okay, but go on.
But anyway, going back to the game, I mean, it was it was a good experience. We didn't get any food there because it was just slam packed. No one sat down ever. The
whole game.
The intro that they played. I mean, everything was great, and they love Mac Jones up there. Absolutely love him, with rightfully so, because he is really impressive. But yeah, I don't know how much we want to go into the after game stuff, but
well, let's talk about the actual game a little bit more. Like you said, like Mac Jones looked like the better quarterback out there.
He looks like Brady. I keep saying it, and I was saying it before we went to the game, and I'll say it after I saw him play. He looks like Tom Brady.
I think from somebody just watching it from, television perspective, he looks like a very confident pocket passing, like decision making quarterback. Like even when he's getting blitzed, he's just like staying in the pocket, make the throw.
His checkdowns are great. We only saw one rookie mistake that almost cost him an interception, but other than that, it was very few mistakes that Mac Jones did. I mean, he looks like a veteran quarterback, and I stay by my claim. I think he's going to be the best rookie quarterback out of the class.
I mean, I think you're right in that I like when I watch him on TV, like his physical mannerisms, like he literally just like looks like it's Tom Brady.
Yeah, like it sounds silly to say, but it's true, right? Like you see it for sure. Yeah,
I'm not saying he is Tom Brady. I'm just saying he looks like Tom Brady.
It's partly to do with that, like they're still running the same system, and Tom Brady's still running essentially the same system down in Tampa.
Right.
In the offense, but still, like it's just like it is weird how it does look like his physical manners match Tom.
Yeah.
We'll see how well this conversation ages in like a
year. I don't know. Look, I don't know if that I don't think that necessarily means that he's going to be as good as Tom Brady. I mean, I don't think that's possible.
That would be one of the boldest predictions I think we could possibly make.
That would make me very upset.
That would make you upset.
Went from Tom Brady to Tom Brady.
You would
that
be
wouldn't
upset
be very
by that.
fair. No.
Do you think? Oh,
that would be so dumb having back-to-back Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Jesus Christ!
That
you
would
could imagine.
Unbelievable.
So I feel Lions' pain a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe not as hard, but
yeah.
But okay, and then I mean, just in general, Mac really was like the only reason they were competitive, because the running game did not exist. They had -1 yards. It's only the 6th time I think in either like modern NFL history or like the entire history of the NFL that has happened when a team has finished with negative rushing yards. Like it's ridiculous.
And I said it at the game before the game started. If you want to beat the Bucs, just pass. There is literally no reason to run against the Bucs. There's none, because you're not going to run very far. But passing is totally different. And they kept going to Richard Sherman. And every single time it was like, it's gonna be an out route to Richard Sherman. Yeah, it's gonna be a screen side to the left side, which is Richard Sherman's side, and they just kept doing it. I mean,
and he was right most of the time when he was doing that too.
Yeah. It's just it's so easy to call, and it's like, Belichick knew that the Bucs had a new signing there, and that's how desperate we are in the secondary. We had to sign Richard Sherman.
I had to laugh too, man, because I was telling you not even that long into the game when you were like, why are they even trying to run? They have to just pass. And I was like, they can't just give up the run. And then sure enough, they just gave up the run completely, basically, at that point, and just did nothing but pass for the rest of the game. And it was making them a lot more competitive.
Yep. And I mean, that's just, I mean, that's just it. That's how the Bucks are going to be beaten this season is just by people doing that. And I mean, it's an easy formula. If my dumbass can figure it out, anyone can. Any NFL coach can figure out that you just got to pass against the Bucks. That's all you got to do.
Yep.
But I am happy the Bucks won. Of course, everyone expected them to win. I didn't think that I didn't. I'm serious when I say I didn't want to see them win this way. The script was going to be Mac Jones driving down that last drive for a touchdown, and then seeing what Tom could do in his old stadium with 49 seconds left. The Bucks get the ball back. That's how the storybook should have ended, not on a doink.
I mean, even if the field goal is good, then you get Brady again just to see.
Right.
That's what we wanted to see.
Yeah.
I mean, we
It
all
was pouring though, so
It was.
Yeah.
That was a good attempt, honestly. Like, it was close.
God, yeah, you can't get much closer than that in those conditions.
It was
a tough
definitely.
kick.
There were a lot of
definitely
sailed
boring.
balls in the game too.
Yeah, man, for sure. It was bad kicking night all around.
How was
But
the
the-
rain, by the way?
Well,
It was
that's what I was
honestly
gonna
not
say.
that bad till like the very end.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. On the TV, the rain looked a lot worse than it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt like a light drizzle in the stands.
Yeah, it really wasn't. It really was not like soaking down torrential like downpour like it looked like on the TV. Because Bear, like I made a comment to Bear, I was like, yeah, I think the TV's capturing like all the individual layers at once of the rain when it's not. It really was not coming down. Like my pants and like my undershirt, my socks and shoes, they were completely bone dry during all that stuff. It wasn't until the after stuff that things started to get like soaked.
Let's talk a little bit about that after stuff, shall we?
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Let's
Yeah,
talk
it
about that.
was not fun.
Interested.
I want to give you the opportunity to launch into the tirade because I feel you were honestly you're gonna downplay this, but you were the hero of the night, man. You were our rock as our survivor group. So please take the pedestal.
I was kind of the Rick Grimes of the group. Bear and I will attest that we did every decision that we made seemed like the logical one. So basically what happened was, I mean, after the game ended, we had a plan on taking the Patriots train, which is I guess a sponsored deal that they have with the rails up there to take fans from Gillette Stadium to the South Station, and then transportation is divvied up from there. We got there and it was like straight up Train to Busan. It was like everyone was clamoring, shoving each other to get into this triple decker train.
Oh boy.
And there were lines just out the door. By the time that we'd gotten out of the stadium relatively quickly, and by the time we got to where the train station was, which is probably the equivalent of, I would say, almost a mile away of walking, there were already people stacked in this train, and it straight up looked like a horror movie. And I told Bear halfway through it, and there's people cutting in lines. I mean, there's no direction. There's absolutely zero
It's
direction.
fucking chaos, dude.
At all. It's chaos. And
This is
like,
the train they sell tickets for, by the way.
Yeah,
which
oh my
is
God.
clearly well oversold.
They sold tickets to this thing. We paid for it, and I was like, "There's no way in hell I'm getting in that thing. It looks like a giant sardine can." We decide we're like, "Hey, we got an Uber here. Why not just take an Uber out? Like, how hard could that be?"
Makes sense.
I'm used to big events having some kind of organized transportation for people who don't have cars, obviously, and there's always a designated area. Well, we decide that, and then that's what began the whole saga of it's not only us, but also us plus at least 200 other people doing the exact same thing, and there's absolutely zero contingency plan.
Well, I mean, even prior to that, man, we had to fucking find lot 15, which took like 4 to 5 miles of walking around the goddamn stadium with people just pointing like, "Oh yeah, it's over there." Like,
yeah, we
motherfucker, it was so far. It was so far from where you pointed.
We asked multiple security people who were also policemen, and we were like, where do we go? And they're like, "Oh, you got to go to lot 23." And we're like, "We're at lot 23." And then we can find another one. They say, "Oh no, you got to go to lot 15." We're like, "Where's lot 15?" "Oh, just keep walking that way." And we're like, "Okay,
Other
well
side of the stadium, dude. Fucking stadium. Think about how big that is.
There's no you walk that way. It's just around the corner in a stadium. This is an NFL stadium. We're talking the equivalent of miles, and that is not an exaggeration. And so we finally get to the spot. It was about maybe an hour after we had left the train. And that's how long it took us to walk to the other side. And there was just a mass of people outside of this Bass Pro Shop, all with their phones out, all doing the exact same thing that Bear and I are doing. And I'm thinking like, well, maybe it's like, maybe if I'll get the Uber XL, like it costs like at this point $300, but at this point, like I'm just like I got to get home because like I got to get to the hotel because my flight was leaving. Yeah, my flight was leaving I had to leave the hotel at 5:45. It was almost 1:00 at this point.
Yeah.
And we met some people. I won't go into the details of it, but we met a couple guys. Every single person there had the exact same thing that we were doing. And Bear and I made the decision. We're like, dude, we're going to be here forever. Like there's no reason for anyone else to be prioritized below us.
We're all going to be in the same boat. Hundreds, dude, like hundreds of people huddled in these tiny places.
We're not talking about 20 or 30 people. We're talking about hundreds of people, and there's no direction, no police, no nothing there. There's nothing. People were trying to hitchhike. They had people coming in on unmarked cars, offering people rides and stuff, but for money. And we're like, you don't know who these people aren't affiliated with anyone. We don't know any of these people. We're not going to get into a car that doesn't have some sort of official marking. So. And Bear and I made the executive decision. We're going to take off. We're just like, dude, we need to walk somewhere that isn't in the stadium just to hope that we get a taxi or something. I called every taxi. No one was answering. There's no cars available. Same thing for Uber. Same thing for Lyft. Yeah, straight to voicemail. So we pick up this guy, this guy named Zach, and he just joined our group. And then on the way there, we were asking police officers, we were asking security people, like, look, is there another spot that we can get? That we can get to get checked in or whatever. Like, is there some way that we can get there? And everyone's like, yeah. There's a taxi station. Just keep walking that way, And I'll let Bear elaborate when he jumps in. But we essentially picked up 2 other people in our little Walking Dead group, and then it was keep in mind it's freezing and it's raining out. Like we're soaked. We are absolutely soaked and miserable and tired and dehydrated. And we had to
eaten
walk
all goddamn day, dude. I had Pringles on the plane. That was fucking it.
And Pop-Tarts in the taxi, and that was it.
Yeah.
And it was that was the beginning of just the beginning of the saga. And I'll let Bear talk about the attitude of the police officers. I'm used to police officers helping people. Like if you go to a cop and say, look, like we're desperate, like we're desperate. At this point, there's no one left in the stadium. There's hours and hours had gone by, and I'm sure Bear will probably rewind a little bit, but hours had gone by. The stadium still had people leaving it 3 hours later, and this isn't even halfway through our saga at this point. And they, if you go up to a cop down here, like in Texas, and you say like, sir, officer, I'm desperate. Like, I don't know where we're not from here. I don't know where we're going. Could you please just take us? You don't have to take us to our airport, our hotel. Just could
police
you please
station.
take us? Yeah, or even a police station. Could you take us somewhere where we can get a ride to leave? Because I have to go. Like at this point, I'm totally fine with just saying I'm just not going to be able to sleep. I don't have time to sleep at this point.
Yeah.
And every single cop that we talked to was like, oh, "Sucks to be you, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Good luck. You just keep walking that way." I mean, one cop actually said, like, we stopped there. We're like, we flat out asked him, like, could you or could one of an officer like just help us, like take us somewhere? And the guy was like, I don't know. It's really up to the officer, but good luck. I mean, that was the exact words. And we're like, and they're like, okay, so your official stance for people who are clearly not from this area is to have them just walk in the direction that you point. And it's pitch black. There's no street lights. It's freezing rain at 3 a.m. Like,
honestly, the more we talk about it, fuck the entire Massachusetts State Police Department.
I mean,
fuck them, dude. Like, they completely fucked up. They don't give a shit. None of them cared. It was completely heartless. It was despicable.
Yeah.
So how did you end up getting home?
Well, I'll let Bear throw in his elaborations, and we'll give you the wrap up on it.
Yeah, like you say, I'm gonna go back, but the more you tell it, honestly, the less I want to relive it. Like, it was just so goddamn infuriating. It's just a complete mess. The entire Patriots organization should be absolutely ashamed. I don't know how common this is. It sounded like, so we talked to a security guard, and he more or less dismissed it as, it's just a night game thing. Like, you expect this? This is commonplace? This is a margin of error you folks operate with? Is hundreds of people left with no transportation? I am 100% sure people spent the night outside of Bass Pro Shop, just outside of Gillette Stadium on Sunday night. I am 100% sure of it, dude. People were fucking screwed. They had no choice. They had no options at all. They had to wait until morning, and even then, I don't know if they were able to get a ride. Yeah. Like, it was completely fucked up. By the time we get to McDonald's, which is like a couple miles away from the stadium, it was pure luck that we, as a Walking Dead survival group, happened upon this Lyft driver whose name is Jonathan, who's basically Jesus Christ in my mind. He just appears out of thin air through the McDonald's drive-thru, and he's like, "Y'all need a ride?" Like, "Yes, we do, sir."
Yeah, we had to flag him down. There was a mass of people who had all been given the same direction that we had been given, who actually had the balls to walk all this way. Now they were clamoring towards this guy because he's like, "What do y'all?" He said, "What y'all need?" And we were like, we wanted to get there before the rest of these people, because there's probably like at least 20 people at this McDonald's by now. And there's no way that he's fitting everyone in. So, and keep in mind, money talks up in the Northeast apparently now.
Yep.
And we walk up to him, we're like, and I get there and we're like, "We are desperate for a ride, sir. Can you please take us to our hotels?" And his exact words on my deathbed, strike me if I'm down, was, "What's in it for me?" This is a Lyft driver, a Lyft driver. And I said, we have a group here. We all need to go to different hotels. My concern is not for me necessarily, but for everybody else. I want to make sure that everyone else in our group is taken care of. Mm-hmm. So I say, "I will give you $500 to take us all to where we need to go." And he said, "Get in." So we all got in. We ended up picking up 2 more people that I didn't even know. They just lucked out by just being there.
Yeah.
And I ended up paying for them to go to their hotels as well. And I ended up tipping the guy another $100 just because he was cool, but like we were asking a lot for him, especially when apparently that was his last stop. Like he was about to go home. We just got lucky that we got to him first, and that I had enough money to offer him. Because there was other people who were trying to get
exaggerating enough how lucky this shit is, dude. Like we were really, really close to spending the night on the streets of Foxborough. Very, very close.
Yeah, that is not a dramatization. There was no other option. It's either that or we walk 30 miles to where our hotel was.
It wasn't an option. That was not a realistic choice.
No.
Like that would have been freeway walking, dude. That no one should ever do that in the middle of the night in Massachusetts.
I briefly thought about asking this couple who I won't name, but they had a hotel that was only 5 miles away, and they were already considering just walking 5 miles.
Yeah.
You have to remember, it's raining and it's early. It's at this point it's like 3:30 in the morning.
Desperation, man.
I mean, there's absolutely no direction, and the cops won't help you. Security doesn't care. The cops don't care. You're on your own. I mean, it really was a survival situation, and we just happened to luck out that Jonathan just came out of nowhere, and I just happened to have the ability to get everyone home. So it was absolutely not worth the experience after the game.
No.
It was great to see Bear, and we had good times. We can definitely share a lot of memories together, especially about this one.
Yeah.
Rob, it's like you say, like at least we get a good story out of it, right?
Yeah,
exactly. At the end of the
exactly.
day, we survived, and we get to retell this now.
You're going to tell that forever, all those parts.
Yeah.
So,
Who would have thought that a stand-up guy like Robert Kraft would design a system?
Motherfucker, like I have lost so much respect. I don't have a lot of respect for the organization as a whole, but like after this, like they don't give a fuck about anybody at all.
No, it was clear.
And I mean, they have more than enough money to fix
they don't have to care. So that's like clearly, if they don't have to, they won't. That's the lesson I have to take away from this.
Like, why aren't there buses? Why aren't there buses?
Anything, literally anything at all.
They could have a rickshaw line. That's better than nothing. I mean,
fuck's sake.
There's absolutely
don't have buses.
No direction. The fact that people out there, from the employees who worked at the stadium and people who are actual fans of just regulars to the game, the fact that all of them said, "Yeah, it's just because it's a night game," that means that you expected it. You knew that this was gonna happen,
and they still it's like a planned fuck up, dude. Honestly,
like if you anticipated it and you know the reason why, then that means that you had the clairvoyance to understand how to prevent it, and they didn't do anything about it. And like it was. I'm glad at the end of the story. I'm glad that everyone got home safe. I was in contact with the couple and with that guy Zach, and I didn't ask for any money back, but they did send me some money for their way, which is very nice of them.
That's nice, yeah.
Everyone got home safe. No one got sick, thankfully. And yeah, it is a story. I was dead exhausted, but now that I've gotten to sleep, I can process everything more. And
man, when I got in that shower, oh god,
yeah,
felt amazing. My feet
passed
were
out.
white, dude. My feet were fucking snow white. It was scary.
My right toe was completely messed up. It was bleeding, and I mean it was cracked.
Oh,
And
no.
it was awful. I mean, Bear fell asleep.
Yeah,
because we didn't know what to do. He fell asleep outside of Bass Pro Shop in like the dirt.
I made a little dirt pillow. Yeah. Hell yeah. I was fucking exhausted, man. I took a cross country flight that afternoon for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's just on top of it all. You just flew across the country.
Yeah, but like, why didn't you guys just drive? Like,
drive.
Come on.
Bear can drive from Vegas. I can drive from Texas, and we'll just make it up there.
There you go.
But it was it was definitely an experience, and I'm glad that we got to see the record. It was great to hang out and meet with Bear, and we got to do it again, except under much better, more favorable conditions. I think next.
I'm really just trying to compartmentalize the memories at this point and just really like treat them as separate events because the game itself was really dope. It was super cool.
Personally, when I went to a Lambeau Field, very nice, great neighborhood atmosphere. Everybody's cared. Just a great time. Great place.
Okay.
Very good. Way better than a lot of places.
MetLife Stadium, conversely, fucking sucks.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's a bummer of a stadium, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. But it's easy enough to get out. So
that's kind of a benefit, right?
Yeah.
Because the other thing about Gillette is it looks so crazy to me. It straight up just looks like it's part of a strip mall. It's insane. Like it looks like any other shopping area, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, MetLife too. It's just in the middle of fucking nowhere because they,
No, this is like at any street corner in a major city that you would see, except there's also
a Bed Bath & Beyond next door, dude.
Yeah. I mean, like Minute Maid Stadium where the Astros play here is like it is in the middle of downtown, but like there's a promenade, there's like a sort of like a waterway and stuff. Like it's got things around it. It's not just like in a giant ass parking lot, and then like right across the parking lot there's like an Olive Garden. It's a
It
but
just
like
seems like a really terrible location because you have to like drive on a highway to get there, and that's the only way. Like you're getting taken to like an island prison.
It borders
Stadium's the same way. It's
bordered by the feeder road, so you can't even walk along the feeder road or cross it safely because there's a highway right there. Yeah. So there's no option. I mean, and I know it sounds like the Bear and I are exaggerating, but when we say we walked miles over the course of 3 hours, they're actual miles. We are not exaggerating. You can look up where we had to walk to. It was absolutely insane. We're all exhausted, and we had just got done standing for hours at the game because no one sat down. I mean, it was rough. It was definitely rough. It didn't sully the memory of the game or the experiences with the Bear and I had, but definitely was absolutely not worth a day trip.
Not at all. Conclusively so. Yep.
Yeah. And all the money I spent there.
Oh God, yeah. I owe you a little bit too.
Nah. I'm just glad everyone got home safe.
Well.
Shit. Yeah. There you go.
So that was the Bucs game.
That was the Bucs game. Probably
we got 45 minutes per game on this episode, right? So, good one here.
So now Jaguars Bengals.
Wait, hold on. Before we leave that game,
all right.
I wanted to mention one last thing because you guys did miss one part of that game, having watched it on the field, or maybe you got a better view of it, which was Steve Belichick.
Oh yeah!
Oh my God! Yeah.
And his horrifyingly cursed mullet.
And him going like,
yeah,
it was so good. Unfortunately, we were on the opposite side, so we didn't get a very good view of the Patriots bench. But that was hilarious.
He's got to do something about all of that.
He needs to keep all of that.
He's looking fly, dude.
I don't know.
He definitely nees to keep all of that.
Oh yeah. So Jaguars Bengals. Hey, this used to be two teams that suck ass, and now it's just one team that sucks ass.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, look at that. So actually, the Jaguars were up 14-0, and then
for a bit there.
In classic Jaguar fashion, they blew it.
Then they all started laughing about Urban Meyer again.
Yep.
Urban
Meyer.
He is getting fired like in a week, I think.
Oh yeah,
They
were like
it.
Today they were like, we're not gonna fire. We'll give him a. He's gone next week. There's no way.
yeah. There's
Yeah, I mean, apparently there's like a bunch of meetings and shit happening, and the whole locker room laughed at him and shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
they're
it's-
not in good shape right now at all. So
who would have guessed that Urban Meyer getting hired would be a bad decision, except for literally everyone.
But he's got a whole new group of young women to hit on at the clubs and stuff.
So so if anybody doesn't know, what happened was after the game, after they lost and blew it, the team flew back home, but Urban Meyer did not fly with the team because why would a leader of the team go with the
Head
team?
coach.
That doesn't make any sense. So instead, he said since he's from Ohio, he's going to spend time with his grandkids. Well, he was spending time with someone's grandkids.
There's the age of his grandkids, possibly.
He's in a bar getting a lap dance, essentially.
Oh, he was mining for gold. Let's just say in the
Yeah, he didn't just hit on. He hit in.
Yeah,
Ooh.
no, it was. Yeah, there
trying to
was.
finger her butthole through her jeans.
oh my god,
Yeah,
Yeah, at
You know
first.
thing.
You know what? Good for you, Urban. I'm happy.
Well, he is also married, but also
Yeah,
apparently
that's a
there's
little
a
sketchy.
long history of he's a piece of garbage too. Like if
Yeah.
I don't know, he's got a bunch of things that
I think he had
done.
like domestic abuse charges or something
Yeah, there's like a
a while
whole bunch
ago.
of shit with him.
Yeah,
He sucks.
And they hired him. They knew
yeah,
about it and hired him
it's,
anyway.
they really could have hired like anyone. Like really just anyone. Like they could have hired like
Belichick.
the janitor. He
They
probably would
hired
have like
Steve Belichick.
yeah. Like even just literally they could have hired some random dudes. Like he'll at least fly with the team, like a fan of the Jaguars. Like, hey, come on, guys, and like maybe that would help them because they would actually be like, wow, our coach is here, even though he doesn't know what he's talking about.
So Trevor Lawrence coach at this point. That's fine.
Yeah, right. Let him-
There you
So I mean, Trevor Lawrence looked pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
he honestly had a pretty decent game here. He ran for a touchdown, 17-24, not bad at all. The Bengals, though, honestly, are looking pretty good now. Like Burrow,
Yeah.
especially. I mean, we already knew he was good, but he had a hell of a night. 350, 2 touchdowns, 25 of 32. Mixon got injured again, unfortunately, and
Yeah.
fantasy owners of Mixon are gonna love the repeat of last year of week to week, meaning 10 weeks out of the season or something like that. But we'll see.
And of course, star receiver CJ Uzoma
Oh yeah,
balling out. I mean, the thing is, the Bengals' offense is like solid. I think their defense is okay, and I think their offensive line's kind of shitty. But like, they've got the pieces now to like keep building toward. Like, it reminds me of the Browns, where they start putting everything together, and now they're going in the right direction.
As long
I
as
think
Joe
they're-
Burrow, yeah, go on.
No, please, after you.
I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got it. The
A new
Jaguars
challenger.
they're looking at all these teams going like all these teams that used to be bad be good, and they're like, how are you guys doing it? You know,
Yeah.
Bengals, Cleveland, why can't we do that?
And they're just
Well,
like, well, you hired Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
That's one. Then you draft a running back when you have James Robinson, who's already good and now is starting. So, you could have drafted like an offensive lineman or like defense or just really anything else.
Dude, I am laughing looking at the preview of next week, though, for the Jags going up against the Titans and thinking about the fact that James Robinson and Derrick Henry play the same position. And if you were to look at those two side by side, you'd be like, really? Are you serious?
Yeah. James Robinson is like completely underrated just because he has
Oh,
to
yeah,
play
he's
with the
good.
Jaguars.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm just,
it's-
the size difference is crazy.
Yeah.
That position in particular, like you can have like dudes who are like 6'5" and then dudes who are like 5'6".
And they could both be efficient and
Yeah.
effective in different ways. Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Yeah. Both score the same amount of touchdowns.
Speaking
So,
of the Titans, Rob, you won.
It's all about
Yeah.
the Jets, baby.
Wow.
Go Jets, hit a home run.
the Jets, you know what? I don't think anyone in the world expected that.
I think this might have been a 0% prediction. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean that was I was very surprised. I was the main thing that I was really happy about in this game was, did you guys see that fucking touchdown from Zach Wilson to Corey Davis?
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
Dude, that was a beauty.
Oh my God. Like here's the thing. When I watch like highlights or like watch Red Zone on the week to week, sometimes there are plays where you kind of open your mouth, in shock, where it's just like, wow, holy shit, that he did that, they did that, and
the way he orchestrated that mid play, dude, that was very impressive.
Well, I don't remember seeing that on the Jets. Like, I've never really done that where I'm just like, no. Like, when I saw him rolling out and then, flicking his hand downfield to, like, signal Corey Davis to just run, I was fully expecting an interception. That's just how the Jets are, right? Like, that's how it's
conditioned, yeah.
Yeah, and then it just worked perfectly. It was great. By the way, he had a completely wide open dude, like 30 yards downfield, getting the first down, completely fine. but he's like, no, Corey Davis, run past the two safeties, and I'll just fucking launch it, dude. And it worked. And that's been pretty much his style throughout the first 4 weeks, which is like, he can have checkdowns, but he'll be like, I'm going to bomb at 50 yards. And I'm kind of in for it, to be honest.
Why not, right?
Yeah, like it worked out well in this game. Look, I was down on the team and the coaching last week, and I probably will be in future weeks. Yeah, probably next week. But in this game, at least, like, our defense actually played fucking amazingly in this game. I know it sounds silly because they still scored 24 points and Derrick Henry still had 157 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
But, like, legitimately, we kind of slowed them down.
He carried it 33 times for 157 yards.
Yeah, they slowed him down just enough.
You're hanging on to the coattails. You got him, dude. You're dragging him down.
We managed to hang on there.
He only got 6 yards on that run.
So, but there was I don't know, there was some bright spots on our defense too. Like, apparently our corners, which we thought was going to be a huge weakness, have been, at least across 4 weeks, extremely good. Like very, very good. And shutting down receivers, which is really nice, because that's been a very long time since we had Revis and Cromartie. Those are the days. No team could throw on us.
Y'all had 7 sacks in this game too.
Yes,
wow, yeah.
That's the line and the linebackers. Like, literally, like the whole defense played really well in this game. I know it seems silly because they scored 24 points, but it's still the Titans, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And you got to keep in mind that all of these players, like, the reason that we thought that the defense is sort of a weakness on paper is because, like, a lot of them are inexperienced and a lot of them are, lower draft picks or undrafted dudes, and they're totally overperforming what their expectations are right now, which is really cool. I mean, it's good for the team, and it's good against the Titans. I'm happy to see it. I mean, granted, the Titans were down their number 1 and number 2 wide receivers.
But literally no one picked the Jets to win this game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
Absolutely no one.
I thought the Tennessee defense was bad, but I didn't think it was bad enough that the Jets would, like, score almost 30 on.
Oh, this would have been a meme pick 100% last week.
Yeah.
And, like, come on. No
Now,
one's
granted,
actually-
this was almost a tie. If he makes the field goal at the end, it's a tie.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been. It would have. I mean, unless Zach Wilson gets the ball for, like, the little minuscule amount of time that they would have had left, and actually drives down the field. And, considering what was happening the rest of the day, who knows, that maybe
I'd have done it.
Yeah. I would have liked to see it, honestly. Like, here's the thing. Like, I was happy. I mean, I'm obviously happier in this game with a win, but I was happy in week 1 with a loss, because, like, at least in these 2 games, you can see, like, what you want, which is like you want to see the progress, at least, because you're not going to win a lot of games.
Yeah.
That's fine, but I want to see it, like, who I'm going to be rooting for.
Game.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that was fucking, that was.
Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, you got the same record as the Dolphins and the Patriots.
That's true.
That's
We are
true.
tied for second. We're tied for
Also,
second in the AFC East.
The Zach Wilson spotlight streak is now at 4. He is still not listed on NFL.com in the stat line. So even winning couldn't get him on there.
Yeah, and winning the AFC Rookie of the Week as well.
Wow.
So he's the
Go Zachy boy.
Yeah, go Zach.
he did. I mean, there were some really the thing I think that he's kind of got like a Brett Favre kind of thing about him, where he's kind of just better if things go wrong in certain circumstances, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to, but like he had another play where the snap, like he fumbled the snap and he just picked it up and just launched it 30 yards across his body for Corey Davis.
And what a difference a week makes. Rob goes from every coach on this entire organization is fired. I hate the decisions. And then they went and like, oh yeah, Zach Wilson's like kind of like Brett Favre.
No, but I mean, here's the thing though. Like those two plays that I just mentioned were not they weren't exactly the play design. It was Zach Wilson running around and being like the big touchdown to Corey Davis is him. Like Corey Davis is supposed to go on like this kind of long, I don't know what it's called. It's like an in-breaking like slant, but like downfield. Right. I don't know what it is.
It's a China route.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, so so there were two guys on Corey Davis where he was, but Zach Wilson was booted all the way out to the right side of the field. And there was a guy like right on top of him, and he didn't even get like the full extension. Like he didn't even get his full motion. He just like flicked his wrist, and the ball launched 50 yards downfield. Like Corey Davis ran past the two guys who weren't expecting to go just straight down the field towards the end zone, and he just put him on it. Or he put the ball right on him. So yeah, I don't know. It's very impressive.
Well, you can bask in the glory of a win for a week.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, hey, next week they play the Falcons. It could be 2 in a row.
Yeah, it could be.
They have not a good team as well. Then, speaking of bad teams, we had the Lions and the Bears.
There it is.
This game, the Lions should have had like 21 extra points, and the Bears should have had like 10 less points. Like, it's actually crazy. The score does not reflect what happened this game.
Reminder, I'm going to link you back to my post I made showing the play from this game, because I accidentally did that instead of reposting the link. If you didn't see it in our thingy. That was one of the early plays of the game where the Lions tried to snap the ball, and it went off somebody to the defense. That's
my God.
The most Lions play I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
That's real bad.
Yeah.
That's a new way to lose the ball, coach. That's for sure.
Yep. Then the other fun stats, they fumbled again in the red zone later that half. And then they were unsuccessful on another red zone attempt where they could have kicked the field goal, but they went for a touchdown and they didn't get it. So Lions were just 0 for 3 in the red zone. 2 of them being fumbles.
Close in the red zone too.
Yeah. So it was, and then towards the end of the game, they were actually coming back. They were down 10, and then they could have kicked the field goal, and they opted to just go for a touchdown, and they turned it over, and then it was the game over. I don't know why they just didn't kick the field goal. It was dumb. Either way, it was prime Lions football. Bears ran the ball pretty well. Montgomery had 106 yards, 2 touchdowns. He
did get hurt, though. He's out for 5 weeks now. So
the
Bears are even more screwed than they were before this game.
Yeah. No, it's real bad. So now it's just the offense has become Justin Fields. I guess they have Damian Williams, who did all right, the former Chief running back. And then, Justin Fields did okay. He 209 and a pick, but he made some solid throws, which for a Bear quarterback, that's pretty good.
I mean, he's still in the same position the Bears quarterbacks have been in for the past 5 years. Yeah,
he has no help except for Allen Robinson, and then I guess Darnell Mooney did okay.
Yeah, Mooney's pretty good too.
Yeah, but they need more than that if they're gonna do anything. So that was the classic Lions Bears game if I've ever seen it.
And we definitely need to put to bed the idea that judging games based on animal fights does not work.
It does not work.
Don't worry.
Out on that, damn it! I refuse to let it die.
I think a grizzly bear could take a lion. I'm just saying.
Bonus stats.
I
bonus stats. We're calling to it now. For games between two animal teams, picking based on which would win in a fight is a poor strategy. This season, it is 5-8. All time, it is 73 and 88.
Oh, man. I had to go do the research, dude.
All of it. You manifested that, so you have an apology.
I'm sorry.
You have an apology there to Pixelwave and Bear.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, even think about the Titan and the Jet. We didn't even get it right. We're like, oh, every Titan could beat a Jet.
God damn it.
Yeah, but the logic there was that the Jet actually had to land the shots, and apparently it did, or it hit a Titan so big it couldn't.
Oh wait, they're running simulations now. God damn it!
Achilles.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
we had the Titan went to swipe the Jet, and then it doinked off the.
Yeah, the old doink got him. Colts Dolphins was a football game, I think.
There was, man.
Dolphins are not good at game.
Yep.
My favorite was when I played. I started Myles Gaskin on my fantasy team, and he ran 2 carries for 3 yards.
He sure did. How you look at those 0.3 points, Coach?
Luckily, instead, they used Malcolm Brown, who averaged 2.9 yards a carry and stuffed himself at the goal line off his own lineman. Man, glad they did that. Great stuff.
I can appreciate that. I can tell you what, that put me in first place in fantasy.
Yeah.
So I'm all about it.
Well, actually, I went up against...
I won my game, too.
There's like a 5-way tie for first now at 3-1, actually.
Yeah.
So it's
like AFC North.
I ended up playing against Cordero Patterson, who got like 50 points this week.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was pretty neat.
And Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, and Tyreek Hill, who got like 40 points. It was like 90 points combined with both of them or something.
Yeah, you had bad luck.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Either way, the Dolphins look pretty bad, honestly.
Yes. No, they are probably the worst team in the AFC East, which is kind of difficult.
Yeah. At least this week.
This week for sure, yeah.
Yeah, this week.
Yeah.
Also, if anybody wants to trade any of your running backs,
I am so mad at Yahoo for listing Josh Jacobs as out. He was listed as out. I know we haven't gotten to the Raiders game, but he was listed as out.
It's kind of jumping here.
We'll get there. Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz didn't do too bad either, and then Jonathan Taylor, 103 yards, touchdown.
Yeah, he played fine with having 2 broken ankles.
Yeah, we keep forgetting about that.
It's 2 weeks now that he's.
It's just how is he even walking still? It's fucking ridiculous.
Lots of drugs, I imagine.
Yes, just pump him full of shots before every game.
Also, there's like some players. Whenever I look at a team's defense and they're like, "Oh, these players did good," I'm like, "Who?" You got Kamoko Toure got 2 sacks, and Grover
he just
Stewart
got drafted, right?
Did he?
Yep.
Oh,
I think so. I think he was a draft. I think he's a rookie.
2018 second round.
Oh, never mind.
All right. Well,
bad. Look, I don't watch the Colts. All right.
Fair
he's
enough.
also on the Dolphins, so that's all right. Oh no, never mind. He's on the Colts. He's on the Colts. I'm wrong.
Oh yeah. All right. We're moving on.
This guy named Peyton Manning.
He actually is a baseball player. This
might be all right.
This week we had
4.0 GPA.
The Browns beating the Vikings.
Defensive battle.
Yeah,
don't see a lot of those anymore.
You do not. Browns.
I saw Myles Garrett run the fuck over a man this game. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty insane. Also, Dalvin Cook only 34 yards on 9 carries. He got shut down.
Yeah, he had a bad night, dude.
Cleveland's D-line is really good.
Yeah.
I think it's more so that Cook's ankle is definitely not healed all the way yet. I think he's still hurting a lot.
Yeah.
Also, Cleveland's D-line is probably the best in the NFC. Or the AFC, I mean.
AFC.
Yeah, it might be true, yeah.
Yeah,
they're tearing it up.
Yeah, they are looking good. I mean, the Vikings are in a bad situation now because they, like, all the NFC North teams have toughest schedules in the NFC usually because they play the NFC West and they play the AFC North, which has many good teams. So the Vikings are 1-3 and they still have to play like a bunch of NFC West and AFC North teams, and then they have to play the Packers twice, and then they play the Bears twice, which usually they like split with the Bears, even the Lions because it's divisional. Like you might split still, so it's not looking good at 1-3.
Yeah.
But Browns run the ball. Look at that, go Browns.
Yeah. Go
Baker
Browns.
Mayfield actually looked like ass. 15 of 33, 155.
They've got a like the dual backfield threat of Chubb and Hunt is like there's very few that are comparable to it in the league right now.
It's
Like
they are dog food brand.
They are really, really good together.
As long as they don't refer to themselves as the Chubby Hunt connection, I don't
think they
I don't know, man. I'm starting to warm up to it.
That seems. I mean, you know.
If you,
you're right.
if you want to
Sounds most like a dog food brand.
It does, actually.
Yeah.
Although it also just feels kind of wrong to say.
That's just
a little bit.
If you want to manifest that, there's something for you to manifest there, Pixelwave, and the Chubby Hunt connection.
Please no. Football team, the Hogs.
Yay!
The Hogs beating the
Go
Falcons in a shootout, 34-30.
Terry McLaurin is a monster again.
He is.
Yeah, he's killing it, dude.
123 yards, 2 touchdowns on 6 catches. Whew.
He's one of the best receivers in the league this year.
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah, definitely.
Hey, and
Antonio
look at
Gibson looked fantastic too.
he did. Yeah, 63 on 14 and a touchdown. And Taylor Heineke, 293 touchdowns.
Man.
Yeah.
Taylor
Legit.
Heineke's balling
they
out.
They got a guy back there, man. Like,
Yeah. Look at
they just had
that.
to sacrifice Fitzmagic, you know?
Yeah.
Working out. I guess if you got to perform a ritual, he's probably the one to put up on the pedestal, right? That ought to do it.
Yeah.
But Heineke really is an energizer for this team too. I feel like he's got like that spark and he's just making plays. Dude.
You can tell he's the kind of guy who was like, "Oh, this is my moment. Like I'm
Yeah.
so lucky. I gotta make something of this."
And he he played well in the playoffs against the Buccaneers. Like he almost beat him.
Playoff.
Playoff. I mean, so far this year, Heineke, 960 yards, 69.5% completion percentage, 8 touchdowns, 3 picks. So, I mean, overall, it's pretty solid.
Especially for the fact that he's like very much overperforming expectations right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's making an argument to make him the starter, even when Patrick is back.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't see why they wouldn't. Unless unless it becomes like a Jag situation, but they might win the division again and break.
Really? Yeah. I don't know about that.
Now, I hope the Hogs pull it off because I don't want the Cowboys to win. Now we've got comparisons here. Deadspin says Heineke looks kind of like a young Tony Romo, while Yahoo Sports says J.D. McKissick calls Washington quarterback Taylor Heineke baby Russell Wilson.
Wow.
Wow.
Kind of
there you go.
there.
Quarterback A. He's small quarterback B.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback. Like, come on.
I mean,
I should mention, by the way, that there were 13 targets to Terry McLaurin, and there was more than it's less than half of the targets on the team, but it's close to half. So it is, but it's working, right? Keep throwing it to McLaurin.
That's kind of like the connection that Darnold and Moore have right now. That's like 30 to 40% of the target share usually per game. But if it's fucking working, why stop?
A lot of the greatest QBs had a guy like that. I mean,
Peyton and Martin.
Rodgers right now with Devontae Adams. It's just okay, well, I'm just gonna keep throwing it to him.
Mahomes and Hill probably have like a 30 to 40% right now. I mean, I bet that's even higher actually, because there's the distance between their wide receiver 1 and 2 is astronomical.
Yeah.
And I mean, who needs Julio Jones when you got Cordero Patterson?
I guess, right? Yeah, dude, fucking balled out
Matt
this
Ryan.
game, man. 3 touchdowns, 6 carries.
Yeah, he was insane. That's probably the highlight game of Cordero Patterson's career right there.
What idiot would have to go up against Cordero Patterson?
Yeah,
Man,
imagine that would suck.
Ridley has been kind of a lot quieter than I expected this year too. I mean, I have him in fantasy, so I'm suffering for that. But he's they're not really. I think them and the Steelers are really just not going for a lot of downfield targets this year, and I heavily attribute that to the fact that they both have 40-year-old QBs.
I'm sure Dumb Dog's got some opinions. I got some opinions too after watching that game because I'm but yeah, I know Matt Ryan looked okay. Matt Ryan just needs to get traded somewhere. Honestly, at this point,
I don't know, man. It's felt like this basically since 28-3. It's just it's been an irrecoverable situation.
Yeah, honestly, I'd like to see Matt Ryan with the Broncos. I think that'd be a fun team to watch.
Man, they would destroy people probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want him.
All right. So then we had the Bills absolutely destroy the Texans.
Yeah, that's a stamp it complete and move on right there, man. Holy shit.
40-0.
Davis Mills, 11 of 21, 87 yards, 4 picks.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason. Yeah, he's not a football quarterback often.
He's not going to get that many fancy points, Coach.
No. My Buffalo defense is though. Hey, that's the second shutout for the Bills this year. That defense is insane.
I mean, they're playing bad teams, let's be honest, but at the same time, they're winning the way they should be against
those teams. Really thank us for pissing them off week 1. Like, I guess so, yeah.
Like, you mean even with the Texans, like, the Browns and the Texans are pretty close for a while, or like, the Texans are keeping up with the Panther, and then the Bills are like, nah. It was like shit out.
Yeah, just fucking slam the door, dude. Yeah.
They're gonna run away with this division this year.
They are.
Honestly, the Bills are. They're like my favorite to win the AFC right now. Like the Bills are just a scary team.
They're easily the best team in the AFC right now, like far and away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Texans had 2 people in negative rushing yards.
I did. And Lindsey had 4 carries and still got -1.
Yeah.
Hey, they still finished with 48 more rushing yards than the fucking Patriots did, though.
Yeah,
that's true. I mean, remember when David Johnson used to go for number 1 picks? Anyone?
Oh,
I
God,
do.
wow,
I sure
yeah.
do.
Bring back those days. Holy shit.
Bills just. And Josh Allen was 20 of 29. They only threw the ball 29 times, which in like today's NFL.
Much. It was the defense.
Yeah, it was all defense. So that's Bills are scary.
Yep.
Yeah. Giants Saints, just like I predicted, the New York Giants picking up their win.
So
nobody believed it.
Daniel Jones throwing for 400 yards, man. God.
Yeah, boy.
I feel like Crendor just called Daniel up and be like, "Hey, like I need you, man. Like just this one.
Because everybody knew 11 fourth quarter points, such a weird number in the fourth quarter.
Strange, yeah.
Man. And then Jameis didn't actually look too bad, and Taysom Hill was like running all over the place and throwing.
Dude, he had one run that was
wild.
He had 2 touchdowns, man.
Yeah,
he has. The Saints' offense was there. Like their defense let them down hard.
Yeah,
I mean, Taysom Hill has a stat on every single line. He's got a passing stat, a rushing stat, receiving stat.
He does.
He did it all.
Yeah.
And they still lost.
So that's Saints football, I guess. Now you win some, you lose some, and they're 2-2, and the Giants are 1-3. So both New York teams, well, actually all 3 New York teams, you throw the Bills in, won this week. Not much else there.
It's a good day for New York sports, which is very unlikely considering all sports. Yeah.
It's so funny how much has changed since Rob got 1 win.
It'll be. Maybe I really hope it's not our only fucking win, but it might be.
This isn't the Rob that I signed up for here. I miss our old Rob.
Honestly, I think the Jets could take one against like I think they could take the Falcons. I think they could probably beat the Dolphins at least once. They could beat the Texans. They play the Texans. They play the Jaguars. I mean, look at that. That's like 4 or 5 wins right there.
Schedule maybe, but. Yeah, we'll see. It's the Jets.
Don't
and the Giants too.
I mean, hope, Coach.
Important to note, Daniel Jones is like killing it this year so far.
I've been saying it all fucking season, dude. Yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah,
he's doing well. And like the Giants. I mean, I know they're 1-3, but I mean, again, it's the NFC East. They could end up winning the division. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
There's 17 games too.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But he was looking good in this game, and the past several weeks.
We'll see how they look going forward, because you never know as well. Chiefs going forward from their crazy ass loss last week. Patrick Mahomes 5 touchdowns. There you go.
Yep. Thank you.
Continuing to just show like, hey, you can score 30 points on us. We're just gonna score more, hopefully.
Yep. The Chiefs way. Give up 30, score 40.
That has been their strategy for like 4 straight years now, and it mostly works. Like because they can.
Yeah.
They had no answer at all for Tyreek Hill. And
No.
it was exposed from minute one, and they just kept feeding him all night long, and they couldn't do a fucking thing about it.
Yeah, that's
And
why they
that's
didn't.
the case a lot of the time with these teams. Is like they just don't have anyone on their team that can match up with the dude.
Yeah, it's all well
Kelsey
and
got
good to know
nothing.
what they're gonna do. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
5 touchdowns. Kelsey got me nothing this week. Unreal.
Well, Patrick Mahomes got me, what was it, like
Why throw it
40,
to
40 points? Yeah.
Dude,
When you throw it to
CEH went
him.
for 100 yards for the second straight game. He's
Yeah.
all of a sudden putting up some numbers now too.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, I mean, it all works together, right? Like if the passing game's doing well, then the running game will
It
start
opens
doing
it up,
well.
yeah.
'Cause, But
Why even care about Travis Kelce when you have Jody Forston?
damn
Forst.
right.
Forston.
Jody Forston.
Fortson.
Forston.
It's Fortson.
Forston. On the other side, Jalen Hurts
did pretty good. Or
Yeah.
pretty good, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
He did pretty
Again,
good.
Chiefs defense though. Chiefs defense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chiefs defense.
yeah.
Well, and one of those touchdowns, I believe, was in garbage time.
Hey, I needed that touchdown. All right,
You did
so
need
I'll
that
take it.
touchdown. That's true. In fact, the Eagles were kind of like in this game at halftime. It was 21-13 Chiefs. So, I mean, they were keeping up, but then they got away from them.
Yeah, they
So-
just
And
lost
they're
the
not gonna.
shootout.
No
It's
one's
the
gonna keep
Chiefs.
up with them in a shootout. Yeah.
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 So, Eagles they're definitely not there yet. They're still building a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Hurts
they'll-
is still good though.
Yeah, I
he's
still like
good.
Jalen Hurts. I
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
Jalen.
yeah.
He'll be
same.
good. I agree.
And I don't even like the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't really either. I don't really care. Panthers, Cowboys.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
starting to look a little good actually.
Yeah, all of
they
a sudden
are.
Zeke's doing Zeke stuff again, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, 143 and a touchdown. Probably his best game in a long ass time. To be
7
honest.
yards a carry, dude. Like
Yeah.
he was crushing it.
And their Panthers defense, the Panthers defense is no joke either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
By the way, Dak, 14 of 22, 188 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Yep.
Just like prime, efficient Dak Prescott.
Extremely efficient. Yeah.
And he threw one to Cooper, Schultz, Wilson, and Jarwin.
if he stays upright this year, like without, getting destroyed behind the
Mhm.
line like he was last year, like he's I don't
They
know,
win the
he's
division, for sure.
yeah, and he's easily like I think a top 5 QB in the NFL. Like
Yeah.
he's I don't
He's
know,
up
like
there.
if you look like what he was projected to do last year and like what he's even on track to do right now, like he's going to be at least statistically and probably in wins too, like definitely up there, I think.
Yeah, currently
I don't
he is tied for third in touchdowns with Tom Brady at 10.
Yeah.
Only trailing Matt Stafford 11 and Mahomes 14. So
Yeah, I mean, 10 TDs to 2 picks on the year. Yeah, he's having a season for sure.
Mhm.
It's
And he was doing that last year too across like multiple games, so he's
Yeah.
like really solid and consistent, and they're like, he can just put up numbers every game.
yeah. So I mean,
I mean-
Cowboys are probably the favorite to win the division, but again, NFC East,
Yeah.
you don't know.
just absolute chaos. Like I would definitely rather have him over like many other quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big problem with the Cowboys is their defense is still bad. Like the passing defense, the only team that gives up more yards per game passing against the pass is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, hey, what do you know?
What do you know? Followed by the Jaguars and Washington. I thought Washington's defense was better, but I guess their pass defense is bad.
Go Bucks.
And then points per game, the Falcons are the worst, followed by the Chiefs, Washington, the Lions, and the Texans. So, like,
Washington defense is kind of underperforming. This
yeah,
year.
I don't know why.
Mhm.
That's weird. And then you might be surprised the best defense is Buffalo in pretty much every category.
Shocking, yeah.
Yeah.
Broncos,
That's not-
Panthers, Browns.
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're really good, man. They're scary.
It's yeah.
On the other side, Trevon Diggs with the Cowboys has 5 interceptions so far this season.
Diggs
leading the league.
boys are lighting it up this year, man.
Yeah,
That's
they
wild.
are. On the other side, Darnold, 301, 2 TDs, 2 picks.
He was okay.
He is okay, but not good enough. Chuba Hubbard not doing. He did okay.
He also had he had 2 rushing touchdowns too.
Oh yeah, he
did. Right?
Yeah.
At one point during the day, I don't know if it's still now, but he was leading the league in rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's tied. He's tied with Aaron Jones, Cooper Kupp, and Cordell Patterson.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, he's been running it in like constantly.
One of those is not like the
I
other.
said before, he just keeps feeding DJ Moore every game, dude. Which you thought it would be this way with Robbie Anderson, considering the Jets hookup from a few years ago. But no, it's DJ Moore all day.
If you look
I said, sorry, go on.
Well, if you look at the stats or the quarters, the game was 14-13 Panthers, and then the Cowboys scored 20 in the third, and the Panthers scored nothing.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, no, I said before the season, like the thing about the Darney.
Oh no,
Darney,
we can roll with that.
The Darney to Robbie connection, is that they never really had great chemistry when they were on the Jets. Like it was always like McCown and Robbie Anderson did really well together, and I don't think Fitzpatrick played with them. But like McCown and Robbie Anderson had like a really good chemistry, but Darnold never. I don't know. They never really hooked up like super well.
They should have gone on more dates. I think that was.
I think so too. Honestly,
imagine if the Panthers play the Browns, it would be Chuba's Chubb Hunt connection.
Now that's the game we're all waiting for.
Oh man, that's glorious.
That's right.
By the way, I think if Christian McCaffrey plays this game, it's probably closer. Obviously.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, the running game.
Don't ever utter that name in my presence again.
I mean, the fact that the Panthers put up 28 points though without CMC is pretty
Darnold has been
still pretty good,
man.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still a solid team. They'll be competing.
Nah, screw the others.
Seahawks, 49ers again. Calling it. I knew the Seahawks would bounce back.
You did.
I picked them.
Mm-hmm.
And Russell
Me
Wilson.
too.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Chris Carson fantasy owners in full panic mode at the moment, shedding 10 carries to Alex Collins. I don't know.
And he did better.
Who that is.
He had 44
he
yards.
was better for sure.
Yeah, Carson only had 30.
Jimmy Garoppolo literally only passes to Deebo Samuel.
Well, Trey Lance came into this game because Jimmy got injured.
Yep.
And he went 9 of 18, 157 and 2 touchdowns. So I feel like at this point you'll let Lance go.
Well, it depends because I was seeing that Jimmy G might be good to go for next game. So yeah, it's I just
Honestly,
looked at.
They're both pretty good options.
I mean, after watching him play that one Packer game, I was like, man, Jimmy G kind of sucks. Like, he has his moments, but just Trey Lance has such a higher ceiling, and, like, you may as well just... I mean, he already looks good. Like, just let him go.
I'm with you on that. Like, in my experience, Jimmy G just, like, rarely makes big boneheaded decisions. Like, he's just sort of like a boring quarterback, which, usually works out fairly well for you. But Trey is definitely a lot more exciting.
He also ran for 41 yards, Trey Lance. So, I mean, on 7 carries.
Should also mention that very much like his rookie brethren, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance also does not appear on the NFL.com stat sheet.
Yep. They do not like rookies.
They really don't. Wow.
I think that everyone in the NFC should be really happy that the NFC West has to play each other for that many games because all 4 of those teams are good. Like, really good.
Without a doubt.
Well, I mean, they have to play each other like that many times anyway.
That's what I mean. Yeah. That's the NFC should be happy. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
If they only played each other once, that'd be absolutely horrible.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that Jamal Adams is actually one of the worst coverage players like in football right now, or just at least on the Seahawks.
Not surprising. Yeah, he was like that with the Jets too. He wasn't great in coverage, but he's better doing other things, which is what he's used for generally. So
yeah, but I guess he's good enough this game because they won. So I mean, Russell
he's
Wilson,
really good in all the other things. That's the thing.
Yeah. So Deebo 156, 2 touchdowns.
Deebo,
and he's what?
Destroying it this year.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
hell of a season.
He is leading the NFL in receiving yards, 490.
Mm-hmm. Yes, his average is 17.5 yards per reception.
Jesus Christ, that's insane.
That's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I also picked
I
up.
should probably start starting him in fantasy instead.
Yeah, you probably should.
That
would make sense. In fact, actually, I think I might play you this week. Do I play you this week?
No, I play
Rob
this week.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I play Rob this week. Oh boy.
Yeah, I have to wait till like mid-season to even start playing you guys.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be good. I picked up Trey Sermon with the 49ers. He ran for 89 yards, so maybe I'll keep him at the running back position. That could work, right?
Kittle's having a quiet year, man. He's not really doing a lot.
He really is.
Go Rob.
Go Rob.
Thanks.
Wait,
nice.
No, don't go Rob. This was a shocker game. Cardinals 37, Rams 20.
I'm mad at myself for not picking this because the Cardinals look legit as fuck. Like they are really good this year.
They look very scary. And look at that, one of my sleeper picks, Chase Edmonds, 120 yards. Then he's getting some receiving yards there too. Go Chase Edmonds, sleeper pick.
They've got like a pretty solid committee backfield too, man. Like James Conner put up 2 TDs. Kyler obviously is a threat on his legs by himself. Like, they got 216 goddamn rushing yards that game.
AJ Green coming back alive, 67 and a touchdown. You got Hopkins. They look like a solid team. And on defense, they have J.J. Watt, even though he isn't really doing a lot. Maybe he's getting double teamed and clearing up space for the other dudes.
They got Buda Baker, Jalen Thompson. Like they got some really solid players, man.
Yeah, I mean, and the Rams just kind of looked mediocre. Like they just didn't look like they showed up. Although the first quarter they're up 10-7, but like rest of the game they just got dunked on.
Yeah.
So I don't know what went wrong.
The
with the
Cards
Rams.
look scary this year. You know, like it's only like it's week 4. You know how these seasons go. But still, like right now, the Cards are looking spooky.
Dude, at this moment, if the vote were to be held, Kyler would be the MVP of the league.
Yeah. He's killing it this year.
Yeah, no, he really is. What are his stats right now? He's got.
I know his completion percentage is extremely good this year.
Oh yeah, 76%. Wow.
Yeah,
and he's got
insane.
9 TDs, 4 picks, 1,200 yards. Which I mean, 4 picks, but like still, I mean, the other stats are making up for it.
Yeah. And obviously, like the stuff he's doing on the ground too doesn't really even get counted for with that stat. So he's just such a huge threat, man.
Remember back when the Cardinals were like, we're gonna draft Kyler Murray, even they just drafted Josh Rosen. Everyone was like, is this the right move?
Yeah.
Turns out, yeah.
Turns out it was.
Where
but he's only
5'10". He's somewhere, right?
He signed with the Buccaneers, didn't he?
Oh yeah, wait, no, but did he? Hold on, let me see.
Yo,
Bucks. Oh, now he's with the Falcons. He's with the Falcons.
Yeah, he's on the Falcons.
That's right. Man, good old Josh Rosen. And now there's that picture. It looks like he aged like 30 years.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Which I probably would too if I was him.
Yeah. At least he gets the guaranteed first round money.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Just ride it out. You don't even got to play and get your brain messed up. So there you go.
Yeah.
Bunch of money and you save your health. Good for him. So yeah, Cardinal. I mean, the thing is, like, the Cardinals also, prior to this, they beat like the Jaguars, who they were actually pretty close with, and then they almost lost to the Vikings. So, I mean,
I think the Cardinals they're good, but I think they have a bit of a lower floor than what they've shown. I feel like they'll. I still don't look at them, and I might not pick them for every game. Like I feel like they're going to lose some coming up. I don't think it's going to last. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but I still think they're good.
Yeah, they're good.
They're definitely the favorite in the NFC right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
They got some good momentum right now. Is the thing too. I think.
Yeah.
Like they're. I think they're spooking people a little bit too. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see going forward how it plays out. Then we had Packers, Steelers.
What did we do?
Now this was an interesting game. I'm happy with the outcome, but it was an interesting game. So what I learned is that Big Ben can still throw deep, but he's not very accurate when he does.
No, he overthrows everything, and he's been doing that for years. Is like the annoying thing. I remember like 3 years ago, I picked up on it, and I was like, man, he's overthrowing a lot, and it just hasn't stopped, and it's only gotten worse. Like I don't. It's weird that it's so consistently overthrowing too. Like I don't know. You think that he would just be missing, but no, it's just he always overthrows it.
Yeah, like
I don't know what that means.
He had a few easy touchdowns to Juju Smith-Schuster, and he just missed him. Like it would have been easy too. Like he was open.
This was a super winnable game considering the refs decided to delete points from our side too, which
they called the offsides on the blocked field goal, and they ran back for a touchdown, and then they showed it again. I was like, I don't think he's offsides, but
yeah, I'd be more upset if I thought the Steelers were competitive this year, but we're not. It sucks because I was reading the news today, and Tomlin and everyone was like, we're going with Ben. Ben's the best choice, and it's like even if that's true, you're basically saying we give up. Like just like that fourth down from a couple weeks ago, we're giving up on the season then because he clearly can't play anymore to a level that is going to give us wins. So you are legit basically saying we're done, guys. We're just done.
What is the Steelers' backup option though?
I don't know. That's the thing. I'm not saying that there's some obvious solution, but it's definitely demoralizing to just hear it out loud. Like
When was the last time that you guys actually drafted a quarterback instead of a receiver?
Rudolph.
Right? Yeah, Rudolph.
Is it Rudolph?
And the Duck as
the
well.
Duck,
right?
Yeah, the Duck.
Yeah.
And there was another one too, wasn't there? Dobson. Something.
Oh yeah, I think I know.
Josh Dobson.
They
like that.
What if they traded for Matt Ryan? There you go. Give the old Big Ben swap for Matt Ryan.
Dinosaur for another, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know where our quarterback solution lies. It's unfortunately not in the draft. Supposedly this draft selection's not good this year.
Yeah, I've heard
but
that
you know
too.
what? Here's the thing. Every time they say they're never entirely sure about the drafts. Like there was even one year there was the Herbert draft, right? Like where people like this is a bad draft class, and it like turns out like Joe Burrow's good, Herbert's good.
Yeah,
like
that's true. Apparently this draft class has Spencer Rattler and some guy named like Corral, and I'm like, one of those got to go to the Texans, right? You got to get the Rattler or the Corral, like without a doubt.
Yeah, the last quarterback the Steelers drafted was Mason Rudolph in 2018.
Interesting.
Before that, it was Joshua Dobbs in 2017. And God only knows what happened to him. And then before that, it was Landry Jones in 2013 was the last. Those are the last 3 times that the Steelers have drafted a quarterback. That's not good.
I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. Like he's an incredible quarterback. He's done great things.
When you got a Hall of Fame quarterback, you just draft a wide receiver in the first round. Who wouldn't do that?
When you extrapolate the data like that, and just in this context, it sounds bad. But I mean, keep in mind they also had Ben Roethlisberger in his prime for all that stuff. So I mean, there's definitely no blame there, but it seems like they've always just kind of banked on Ben being there and just being as good as he's always been. But
I'm surprised they didn't see it coming because
it's starting to catch up with them real fast.
Yeah, well, I mean, even last season it was like we were 11-0, but like you guys are the experts, you're the coaches and the staff. Like you should have been able to see, we won a lot, but we didn't really look good doing it at all. And then towards the end of the season, we stopped winning and it looked really bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You guys want like Jordan Love or maybe like TJ Watt or something? That could be good. That might be fun.
It's time for a couple years of me being the bad team now. I'm hoping maybe the Jets can start doing well. Well, no, Bears joining us in the bad team.
I'm down there with you, buddy.
Yeah.
Welcome to hell, friends.
I'm still riding the Aaron Rodgers fun train. 3-1 first place.
Maybe for just one more season, too.
Maybe, but maybe not. He's been saying the management's been great now.
That's
maybe
true.
They're patching it up.
Tom Brady.
Yep.
I mean, hey, look, we saw those eyes Rodgers was giving Tomlin, though.
The Tomlin thing.
Yeah, he looked over and he went,
well, that was the Rodgers always does his like catch 12 men on the field thing, and then he gets his free play and whatever. But Tomlin knew that was coming, so he called a timeout quickly, and then they both looked at each other like, you know I was doing that? He's like, yeah, I knew you were doing that.
they were flirting with each other.
Yeah. By the way, Randall Cobb, like full 2014 form out there. 69 yards, nice, with 2 touchdowns. He was doing great. Like whoever the Steelers slot corner was or nickel corner was just getting destroyed by like 40-year-old Randall Cobb. Devontae Adams got shut down though, only 64 yards. Aaron Jones, pretty good day. AJ Dillon came out, Quadzilla. He started running over people. Like, watch out, because like once it gets colder out and you get AJ Dillon, who's like built like a truck, dude's like actually the size of Derrick Henry. Like when he played the Titans the other year in the winter, he was like plowing over him, and now he's like starting to get going. He's got a year of experience. He was like 15 carries, 81 yards. Like whenever it's a short distance thing, they would just put him in, and he would just push the pile, and you're just like, yeah, he's gonna do that. So I mean, him Cobb, with Aaron Jones is like pretty solid.
Cobb reminds me a lot of Donald Driver in a way. The way he runs his routes, and he's just got good hands.
Yeah, no, his route running is like phenomenal.
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of Driver.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna watch TJ Watt for like the next couple of years, and that's gonna be my one because he's just so fucking good.
Yeah.
He's so good.
By the way, I apologize to Eric Stokes when I was upset on our draft show. Eric Stokes literally keeping our secondary alive after Alexander went out. Stokes 8 tackles, a pick, a bunch of broken up passes. Like that dude's playing at like a secondary starter level, and he might just be the starter with Alexander out now, and it's great. He's already better than Kevin King.
That pick was a horrible throw by Ben.
The
game was
terrible.
Pretty much over by then anyway.
Yeah.
Horrible throw by Ben. Which one?
Also,
the one that ended in an interception.
Devondre Campbell on our defense looked good, who's like an undrafted linebacker, so that's neat. And then Rashawn Gary just had a sack where he just plowed the dude. Like,
what? Really?
Yeah, he plowed the dude.
I didn't know they were allowed to do that on the football field. That's crazy.
They are, especially with the Steelers.
They're into it, I guess.
You're not going to see that in Chuba's Chubb Hunt connection.
That's the only thing you see there.
That's probably right.
Oh my God! By the way, all right, this is probably the biggest like change of our team outside of drafting a corner to replace Kevin King. Our punter Corey Bojo, however you say his name. I don't know how you say it, but that dude is like the best punter we've had in like 15 years. Like straight up.
Corey Bojorquez.
Oh, yeah, that's a cool one.
He when I was in our chat, one of our viewers, one of my stream viewers, Sovinder, was like, yeah, he's with the Bills, but like he either would like bomb the punt or shank it. And I was like, I don't think you understand. We have J.K. Scott, who looks like he's 13, and he just shanks every punt anyway. And so picking him up and just seeing like actual 50-yard punts, I'm like, oh my God, dude, this is amazing. We're punting the ball and it's going far. Like, it's been honestly probably one of our best pickups like this season.
I do have good feelings about Najee Harris, though. He's going to be an absolute monster.
He has nothing to run through, so the fact that he's getting anything, I said that last week, like he's got nothing. So yeah, I think he should have a lot better numbers if he had a line.
The Steelers looks good too.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like a perfect Steeler running back.
Yep.
Yeah. The Steelers O-line is like Garbo this year, right?
Oh yeah, we like I said, we went from having the best to the worst, like legit.
Yeah.
So that was that was that game. I'm happy, but Dumb Dog's not.
Hooray for the Packers.
Woo! And Sinvicta picked the Steelers, so there you go.
Yeah, never again.
I told you it's time to get off that train.
I thought that it was, Apollo picked them to lose, so I was like, oh yeah, they're going to win now.
Nope. Ravens.
I'm the only one with dark magic here.
Yeah.
You are. Ravens beat the Broncos. However, Teddy Bridgewater did get a concussion, and he was 7 of 16 with a touchdown, 65 yards. Then he got concussed, and in came Drew Lock.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what happened. I watched this game. So, I thought Krendor cursed me by luring me to the Denver Broncos pick, but you can't see that one coming.
Yeah, you put Drew Lock in, that's wrap it up. You're going home. But Lamar Jackson did Lamar things. He threw the ball. He actually threw the ball well and then didn't really run for that much. So, that's kind of scary.
The whole
Hollywood
year he's been doing that, too.
Yeah. Hollywood Brown decided to not drop his touchdowns when I don't start him, so that's pretty neat.
It was so good, too. Did you see the touchdown?
It was crazy. Like, it was a full-on bomb, and he just dove into the end zone and caught it. Like, that was insane.
Yeah, it's full. Like, that's as far extended as a person could possibly be, right? Like, he's like plank position leaping like 4 feet into the end zone and catches it.
And you're lucky you don't get hurt like that. I remember in the Super Bowl with the Steelers-Packers, like Woodson did that, and he broke his collarbone. Like, you can break some stuff easy.
I believe
God help us if Lamar Jackson starts like throwing the ball like a psycho, dude. Like that is a scary thought.
Yeah, that's been their weakness the whole time.
They'll destroy people if he's done what I was saying that he did in college that he's doing in the NFL. Like, he's improving every year, like, consistently, and it's showing, and it's gonna be frightening.
Yeah, this is still only his 3rd season, right?
Yeah. That is crazy.
Oh, no, 4th season.
Or fourth season, yeah.
Still, but he's just getting so good.
Yeah. Dude, I remember back when they were drafting players, I was like, dude, the Steelers might take Lamar Jackson, and they're like, nah, they're not going to take him. Imagine.
Yeah,
imagine.
Ben would have had a lot of angry podcast appearances.
Yep.
Or sorry, his radio shows, show appearances.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to one of my favorite defensive player names, Tyus Bowser, 2 sacks.
That's very good.
It's a great name. But yeah, Ravens just kind of beat them up, and Broncos were short-handed. But plus they're down to their top receivers. Just a bad Bronco day.
Teddy
but you know what?
Teddy went down.
Yeah, I still think they're a pretty good team. I don't think they're a great team. They're not gonna go to the Super Bowl or anything. But I think they can compete. They can do both.
And kombucha.
Wait, did we already do the Melvin Gordon thing?
Oh, that's right. You probably don't know this, but the Bronco running back is Melvin Gordon. He ran for 56 yards.
There it is.
That's right. Yeah, he's on
Right, yeah.
He also had 6.2 yards per carry on.
He used to play basketball.
Yeah. Look
Can I get a quick Melvin Gordon check? Here we go.
Broncos on the Broncos. Yeah,
Broncos. There we go.
Right,
Thank you. Got it.
Who would win between Melvin Gordon and a Bronco, an actual Bronco?
Ooh.
Probably the Bronco.
It's
Bronco there.
Gotta be the Bronco.
What about
What if it was
Melvin Gordon's?
What if it was in the water?
Oh, here we go.
That's a good
I
one.
like Melvin Gordon in that situation.
Well,
Actually.
I mean,
But you know
Colts
what?
won.
40% of Americans can't swim, so it's very possible that he can't swim.
And the Colt, the Colt just beat the Dolphin. So I mean,
that right. Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then we have to do Melvin Gordon versus an actual Bronco falling from the sky,
free falling in the area.
Yeah, like skydiving.
Who wins before they hit the ground?
So, Broncos are all right, but they're not super good or anything.
I mean, if they get maybe if they get a QB traded like a Matt Ryan kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
They could put something together.
You ruined Rob. You ruined Coach's.
I know.
Coach's segue sound. You totally ruined
Dude, that was straight out of the Power Thirst videos. You remember those things?
Well, I'm gonna have to talk about it again because they actually had Cortland Sutton did okay. Noah Fant was 46 yards and a touchdown, and Tim Patrick 39 yards, who's actually been playing real good. And I think once they get Jerry Jeudy back, because he's been out, they'll be pretty solid again. Because obviously he's pretty good.
They've got freaking Melvin Gordon on the team.
And Melvin Gordon, dude.
Melvin goddamn Gordon.
He's on the Broncos?
He's on the Broncos. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
He's for Denver.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, what do you know? Then we had Buccaneers Patriots, talk about that. Then we had Raider Chargers.
Raiders are just as mediocre as we thought.
Last week I said it. I said I think they're the worst undefeated team.
Yep.
And I think that was right.
I think the Broncos are the worst.
I think the Broncos are worse than the Raiders, actually.
So now's your chance to get mad at Yahoo for not listing Joshua Jacobs as active
so
for this
mad
game.
at Yahoo for listing Joshua Jacobs as he was out, and he said he was out with his ankles, but then he was last second.
He didn't even do that good. He had 40 yards on 13 carries.
Really
Oh, I know, but I'm still mad about it.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, that's if he did do good.
He could have gone. He could have gone done good.
That's true. Justin Herbert did good though, 222 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, Justin Herbert's still a good quarterback. Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He is honestly like lighting it up. Like Herbert is What are his stats? Right now he's got 68% completion, 9 touchdowns, 3 picks, 1,100 yards.
He came into a situation where he has weapons too, man.
Oh, yeah.
Eckler and Allen have been solid for the Chargers for years.
Did any of you see the footage of Eckler doing one-armed pull-ups during the game?
Yes.
Oh my God, no.
That was absurd.
Jesus.
Christ. He's been described as the strongest player in the NFL. Period.
Might be
He's
right.
the strongest.
God damn. I want to try that now because I haven't even tried a one-arm pull-up. And I
No,
do pull-ups like all the time.
It is hard as shit. It's way harder than you'd think.
Imagine the horror that I experienced last night when I was like, oh yeah, I'm beating NG Grey Wolf by he's only got 49 points going into this game. I've got 125. I'll be fine. And he started Herbert and Eckler.
Yeah.
So the first half of the game, I was like, let's stop this right now. Let's right the hell now. Because if the game had kept going that way, they would have easily scored like 80 points between them or more.
Oh,
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, no, we've mentioned it over the years, but I feel like sports media is devoid of nuance, and that's been true for a long time. But they always try to compare the rookie QBs like 1-to-1 as if they're in the exact same situation.
Yeah.
Like Justin Herbert, for instance, came in to a team that was built for Phillip Rivers to go to the Super Bowl, right? So part of the reason that he's successful is because their team was already good. It's the same thing with Pat Mahomes with the Chiefs, right? Like that was built for Alex Smith to go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
And he came in, and he was a great situation. Like if you're in a really good situation, you're supported well by a great supporting cast. Like rookies can just ball out.
That's why I think you start Trey Lance in San Francisco. So their team's not bad.
Well, what if you give him Urban Meyer?
Now that's thinking. Now that's big brain.
Now what if they start Urban Meyer?
Under center.
Yeah.
Watch his fingers though.
By the way, shout out to
he needs them.
Shout out to Jared Cook, 70 yards and a touchdown.
That, dude.
Yeah.
He's been having a hell of a season.
Jared Cook is like super underrated. Like when he was with the Packers, he was like our best tight end, one of our best receivers. Like then he goes to New Orleans and he's good. He was with the Raiders, he was good.
He was on the Rams for a bit too, right?
Yeah, he was on the Rams.
Yeah, he was great for them too. Yeah, he's just been like a veteran journeyman, and he's just always good.
Yeah.
And if he went to the Broncos, he could play with Melvin Gordon.
He could. Who would
what a pairing that would be.
Yeah. Wait, who's Melvin Gordon with?
He's Denver.
Oh, that's right, the Broncos.
Yeah.
There you go.
Horse team.
Power ranking.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach Grendor. Week 5 power rankings. We've got some movers and shakers, and we got a whole shakeup in the top 10. So good luck. Good luck, and lots of. Actually, there's only one big doink and one big dink or small dink, but we're gonna get to that, Bear. Starting with the top 5, Robert.
Let's go with the Bills.
Yep, Bear.
I like the Arizona Cardinals.
Yep, Coach.
I guess the Packers.
Yep, Apollo.
The Bucks.
Yep, and Rob for the sweep.
Oh boy, that's the toughest one.
It is.
Oh, you know what it is? It's the Cowboys.
No.
Oh no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Bear.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
No.
Oh, man, damn it.
2 strikes, Coach.
Let's go with the. Oh my God, they're gonna do the Cowboys, aren't they?
No, Robert already said
I
that.
already said Cowboys.
Oh no, is it the Chiefs?
No.
Oh no, is it the Detroit Lions?
It's the
Detroit
Rams.
Lions.
You tune out everything
It's the Rams.
during the power
All right. I only tuned out the last thing after I gave mine because I was reading about the Urban Meyer thing again.
Apollo.
It's still the Rams, isn't it?
What?
Okay, Bible my ass, dude.
It is the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, I forgot they rate the Ravens way too high. I forgot.
So here we go with the top 5 in order. The Arizona Cardinals, number 1.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, deservedly
The
so
Tampa
for sure. They're the
Bay
only undefeated team.
Buccaneers now who have stayed at the second spot. The Bills climbing from 4th to third. The Packers falling from third to fourth, and the Ravens staying at fifth. Rounding out the top 10, the Dallas Cowboys jumping 8 spots. That is not the smallest dink, by the way. An 8-spot rise in the Bible. The Chargers now going from 10th to 7th. The Chiefs falling down from 6th to 8th, even though they're still 2-2. They're somehow in the top 10. Los Angeles Rams dropping 8 spots. Not the fattest point either, by the way. The Rams dropping down from 1st to 9th.
That's
That
madness. That is
Chargers.
Madness.
What
the
the
Chargers now rounding out the top 10 here. Now, here we go. Or sorry, not the Chargers, the Browns rounding out the top 10, going from 8th to 10th. And that was actually the fattest doink.
Wait, who's above the Rams?
The Chiefs.
I mean, like, who else is above the Rams?
The Cowboys above the Rams is insane. That's insane.
Oh,
yeah, the Cowboys above the Rams.
Coach Crandor was not listening at all. All right, here we go. Top 5 is going to be the Cardinals.
Don't worry, I'm all caught up on Urban Meyer.
Packers and Ravens, and then the bottom 5 of the top 10 are the Cowboys at 6th, Chargers at 7th, the Chiefs at 8th, the Rams at 9th. Now that is the fattest doink, and then the Browns at 10th, going from 8th to 10th. Now. Here's the big one. This is the big one here, Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Robert, we've all been waiting for this.
Uh-huh.
And here it is. True or false? The New York Jets. We already know they're not the last team. But the New York Jets have broken the top 25 of the NFL Power Rankings, NFL.com Power Rankings.
Ooh. Hold on. That means we have to be better than 7 teams? Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'm going to say false.
That is absolutely correct. The Jets are not in the top 25. However, they have risen from 32 to 28th, Rob.
Okay.
Hey,
Better than 4 teams. That's
Great job. This is such a great quote from Robert Silla, which we'll get to in a moment. But I have to read the write-up just because it's our beloved Alpaca Patrol and his beloved Jets. Zach Wilson made several throws to excite the Jets and their fan base in Sunday's 27-24 overtime win over the Titans at MetLife Stadium, but one stood out above the rest. With the game tied at 17 in the fourth quarter, Wilson rolled to his right on a naked bootleg and spotted Corey Davis downfield. Wilson, seeing that the Titans' deep safety had drifted out of position, motioned to his wide receiver to go deep, then delivered a perfect strike for a 53-yard touchdown. The play showed off Wilson's improvisational skill and next-level arm talent and instantly refilled the well of Jets fans' optimism that had dried up over the last 3 losses to start the season. And here's the best quote. Said Robert Saleh of his young quarterback, quote, "I think he was awesome," end quote. Thank you very much, Robert.
All right.
Now,
I like it.
Now here we go, guys. This is the big one here.
Mm-hmm.
The thinnest dink. This team has risen 10 spots. Wow. 10.
Woo.
And we've already mentioned them. Who are they? Fair.
Oh, I already mentioned them. Oh boy.
We've already listed.
Is it the Dallas Cowboys?
It is not, but the Cowboys rose 8 spots.
Ooh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Coach.
Is it
and Apollo?
Is it? Oh God! Is it the Chargers?
It is not the Chargers. The Chargers rose 3 spots from 10th to
Is it the
7th.
Seahawks?
It is indeed not the Seahawks.
Okay.
It is the Arizona Cardinals.
That was my second guess.
The Cardinals rose 10 spots from the 11th all the way to 1st with their win over the Rams, some crappy team named the Rams, and it was one of the largest / thinnest dinks that we've ever had. I hate Bear for
very
making
confusing term.
It's the largest, thinnest dink that we've ever had. So, and now finally, this one goes to Apollo. Apollo, this team has fallen 4 spots to be ranked dead last in the NFL Power Rankings from 28th to 32nd. Can you name the team?
Wait, but I mean, wait. Is it the Lions?
I think it is.
It is indeed not the Lions. It is the Houston Texans. The Texans are ranked below the 0-4 Lions.
Wait,
what about the Jaguars?
I forgot what game they won. Oh, yeah, they beat the fucking Jaguars. Right, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
The Jaguars, also 0-4, have risen from 31 to 30th.
Oh, okay.
Beating out the Lions and the lowly Texans, sitting at 1-3.
I mean, honestly, I think the Lions could beat both those teams.
Yeah,
probably,
I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
they probably could. And just to wrap it up here, Coach, the write-up from Dan Hanzus on NFL.com about the Texans. The Texans showed fight in the first 3 weeks, even managing to win in the season opener against the Jaguars. Sunday's 40-0 loss to the Bills makes you wonder how many more times David Culley's team will taste victory before the season is through. The Texans need Tyrod Taylor back in the worst way. Rookie David Mills simply isn't ready to face top NFL competition. A reality laid bare in a nightmarish performance against the Bills that produced as many interceptions as passing first downs for each. Now, of course, the Texans' struggle was to run deeper than the kid under center. Quote, you could put Joe Montana out there today, and the way we played, you're not going to have any success on offense. So quoted David Culley. That is going to do it for the power rankings. Back up to Coach Rare Bear Rob Bear Booth Dunk and Apollo in the Rare Bear Booth Dunk.
3 Bears.
It's a rare bear booth. We have a rare one this time. It's got a ring on its chest and a long.
Oh my God!
That's a Lions joke, isn't it? That's the fucking NFTs, right? Is that what you're referencing?
Sure, yeah. If it makes you laugh harder, then yes.
I wanted it to be that, so I'm choosing to believe that it's that.
Exactly. Okay, me too. And now I'm laughing.
Good.
Thank you.
I'm still so mad about that Ravens ranking. That's so wrong. That's no way.
Welcome
you
back
have
to the booth.
Officially accept the transition, or he'll just get caught in that repeat the whole time.
Oh, I want to see how the transition
suffering, Brendor. He's suffering.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's still.
He had to walk miles in the rain, man. Come on.
I think no. All right. Yeah. All right. Welcome back to the booth. There we go.
There we go.
We have arrived. I've got big news. Apparently Aaron Rodgers roasted Adam Schefter on the Pat McAfee show.
Oh shit!
He did.
Fuck Adam Schefter.
He did.
Watching this show, we should get Aaron Rodgers on this one.
There we go, man.
That would be pretty great.
Yeah, let me call him up real quick. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the. I don't know if I can play it because I'm recording, but there's the clip. Someone tell me what he says.
All right, hold up. I'll do the research.
I'll do the research. As you research it, I will say that a little more, what's his name news, Urban Meyer. He said a player said this. They were particularly put off by the fact that Meyer canceled Monday's team meeting as he dealt with the uproar over the videos of him and the young woman getting cozy. He even canceled the team meeting. He was too scared, a player said. Instead, Meyer only apologized to position groups individually. He portrayed the woman in the videos as a random person who was just there dancing, and his audience, suffice to say, was highly skeptical. Said one player, "We looked at him like, what the fuck?" Right when he left, everyone started dying laughing, and he knew it. Bottom line, said the player, "It's bad. I don't know how he's going to function." So that's pretty bad.
Reporting back from the Rodgers clip, he called Adam Schefter unathletic with a weak chin and no ass. Which I thought was an odd little pin at the end of it there.
I love the Onion write-up about Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer still adjusting to speed of NFL cover-ups.
That's pretty good. That's good. Man, I'm so glad. I'm glad that Aaron Rodgers is on his like give no shits, like blow it all up tour.
Yeah, man, I'm all about that for sure.
Sorry, before we go to, have you seen this John Gruden quote? Like, is this even real? Am I getting trolled?
What is it?
It's on r/NFL.
Hold on.
Raiders head coach John Gruden reveals that he lost his virginity at age 17 in South Bend, Indiana. "I lost my virginity to the Notre Dame fight song," Gruden says. "There was a band?" asks Playboy. "No, not even music," Gruden replies, "but it was in my mind."
That's got to be an Onion article. There's no way.
It's ESPN.com.
What? Huh.
Okay.
out of the things that I thought I'd learn today, I never thought it would be how John Gruden lost his virginity to the Notre Dame fights.
It actually doesn't surprise me.
I think.
It actually does not surprise me whatsoever either.
That's incredible.
That is awesome.
Oh, dude, this article's from 2003.
2003, dude.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Do you think that he was like hitting all like the high notes like during where all the cymbal like on the downbeats were going? Yeah.
There was this guy Jeff Marin did a whole series of articles that year on the year in sex and sports. What a thrilling series that must have been.
Yeah, man.
Really scratching.
I feel like those two never overlap with each other.
We've
Not really.
got
Yeah.
an actual good football game Thursday night. Rams Seahawks.
Ooh, baby.
Woo! Give me the Rams.
Give me the Seahawks here.
Ooh, it is in
Seahawks at
Seattle.
home, getting some momentum going. I think they got a chance for sure.
I think Matthew Stafford is going to torch that defense. I will take the Rams.
Yep. And that defense is going to eat Russell Wilson for lunch.
I'm gonna take the Rams too, but yeah, and they just came off a loss. Yeah. I'll take the Rams.
I want to take the Seahawks, but I hate them, so I'm taking the Rams.
All right. Fair.
I gotta make some bold plays to catch up, man. So I suppose this is where it starts in the pick'ems. I gotta start making some sleeper picks.
Speaking of which, currently in the pick'ems season, I am in the lead at 65
opportunity. God damn it.
4%, 44, 23, and 1. And
Half a game. You're only half a game ahead of me.
Only half a game.
I'll
Sinvicta.
let you guys
Basically, right?
fight over the scraps. Don't worry. My crown is firmly in place.
He says in last place, tied with Bear Taffy.
I'm getting some work done in fantasy at least this year. I'm feeling good about that.
That's true. So we got me, then Apollo, then we got the Discord, then we have Rob, and then Sinvicta Bear tied. However, Sinvicta is 4-0 in his locks, and Bear is 2-2, so that could be a tiebreaker if you want to do it.
Discord's destroying me. That hurts. It hurts.
Also, fun bonus stats: the Jets win most frequently when they are locked against.
Dude, what? Okay, new magical powers.
Yeah, man.
Alert.
That is the magical
weird.
power. That's Rob's magical power. It only works against the Jets.
So that being the case, let's go ahead and lock the Falcons in this week.
Yeah, look at that. There you go. And you might be right either way. Happy either way.
Yeah.
October has historically been Rob Crendor and Bear's best month for pick'ems.
Yup.
You know.
And all time, Crendor has made the least cowardly locks. Look at that.
Just barely over me. Okay.
If you read the next tweet, I was not allowed in that because I haven't picked enough. But technically, I'm the least cowardly. So
That's probably
You
true.
just gotta
actually,
catch up here. You gotta
Yeah,
get
but
more
it's a
picks
smaller.
in.
It's a smaller pool. So
I just, technicalities, you know.
And I also want to explain the pumpkin picks. It's because it's too early to have meme picks, really.
Right.
So
that is true. Yeah.
as the season goes on, it's gonna it's gonna get wild. And
Yep.
the picks are gonna get a lot worse.
And then the Monday night, Sinvicta has the best career record picking Monday night games so far.
Damn right.
At 3-2, which I mean, career 41 and 14 though. 41-14 overall is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And then the Bengals lock was October 20th, 2019. The last time someone locked the Bengals. So I have broken that lock drought, the fourth longest one.
What's what's the first one?
You were trying to figure that out last week.
We don't actually know.
I could, it's a mystery, man.
I figured the Bengals were up there, so that's why I locked them, and thank God I did to help them out. But yeah, I don't know who the higher ones are.
The Dolphins might be up there.
Well,
yeah, that's
hints,
true.
right? Well, did you see the picture?
There's
a little picture.
That was from last week, right? That stat?
It's overall.
But they added a little picture to show the teams remaining that haven't been locked.
Oh, okay.
Where?
Okay.
I bet it was
in the tweet.
Oh, yeah.
Who are
it
they?
was the Broncos.
I don't. Well, there's a bird there, and and then there's another creature.
I just assumed those were random desert items. I didn't think those were related to pizza.
That's right.
Well, see, Pixelhaven couldn't find a tiger skull to Photoshop in the sand, so
Right,
they went with the Bengals logo. And the Broncos thing was a joke because if you recall last week, I said the Broncos after they'd already been said the Broncos were the longest drought. So.
I see.
But no one got my joke, so now I have to explain it. Now it's not funny anymore. Thanks, Rob.
It's hilarious.
Wait,
I
what
think
did
it's
I
pretty
do?
funny.
I don't know. I'm just saying thanks, Rob.
You're
Anyway,
thanks, Obama.
Patriots,
well, you're welcome.
Texans.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Did everyone... I forgot about Jets,
No, we
Falcons.
didn't do
Never
we
mind.
didn't do
Falcons yet.
By the way, this is a London game.
Oh, shit, yeah.
It's gonna be at 9:30 a.m.
Yep.
Jeez.
6:30 for me. That's fun.
Right.
Such a hard one, dude.
I hate that I have to pick in this game.
I'm
I
gonna pick the Jets.
Oh,
I'm doing it because I gotta be ballsy. Why not now?
But the Jets might win.
I know.
This game's cursed.
I gotta
This
take.
game is so
It's
cursed.
in London too, man. Anything could
It's the
happen.
most
Yeah.
cursed game ever.
it's a rough one.
I'm
As-
gonna take the Jets. Screw it.
As the leading scientist here on curses, this is cursed, and I gotta say that I am going to take the Falcons.
Oh, I think Matt Ryan's a little too old. He's gonna have to fly overseas, be like, well, Zach's gonna be like, hey, you know what? I'm good. I think that's gonna be a deciding factor.
You know what? I'm locking the Jets.
Oh, baby! Yeah.
That means they're gonna win. Wait, we didn't.
No, we don't know. That's when they're locked against.
Right.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh,
there's no stats here, dude.
Rob, quick, lock
they're
the
blind.
Falcons.
Lock the
Rob,
Falcons quick.
Rob,
Oh,
lock
I
the
don't
Falcons.
I can't do it.
I have to
Can't do it.
continue my reign of least cowardly luck. I'm gonna build a reputation.
Fair enough.
Dude, I love looking at like the arena names for every NFL stadium, right? It's like Gillette Stadium or like fucking like Reliant, just like based on a ad
US Bank
for a company,
Stadium.
right?
Yeah.
The London Stadium Northumberland Development Project.
It's a stadium.
British, dude.
It's Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is the name of it.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Yeah,
That's
It's in
a
the
lot
Internet
better.
project, though.
I'm gonna take the Jets. I guess. I
All
feel
right.
like they.
I'm the only one taking the Falcons.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's
people
kinda
have
wild,
Think of it this
actually,
way: you might catch up, or you might dig the whole deeper.
Yeah.
If I
People
lose
have
this
faith
game,
in the Jets this year.
Yeah,
It's-
really.
it's
I'm
been-
feeling like I had a swap to the Falcons. I wanted to take the pick against everybody here. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Falcons actually. Fuck it.
All right,
I'm gonna go
swap
Falcons here.
All right, I'm switching to it's the Falcons.
No, damn it.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm still on the Jets.
All right. Great. Patriots, Texans.
Pats.
Patriots. Yeah.
Easily.
Easily.
Yeah, Patriots. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they win this game.
Give me a lock here, dude. Fuck
Oh,
it. This is
wow.
Jones played really well on Sunday,
Yeah.
man. I was very impressed.
Mac
He did play well.
Jones.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Lions, Vikings.
Jones, baby.
Lions, Vikings.
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 Lions are gonna pull out a win at some point this year, dude.
They
it might
got
be
it.
here.
But
And
I
the
don't
Steelers-
think it's.
the
I don't think
Steelers-
I
it's
don't
here.
think it's here.
I think it's the Vikings.
They're just totally. They don't seem like a winless kind of team.
They don't.
You know.
No. They're doing Lions shit again, man. It
They
just
are.
always
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
But it's Kirk Cousins
Yeah.
Yeah. They've been doing pretty solid. I'm still gonna take the Vikings.
and Dalvin Cook's not been playing well.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's still
but they-
early in the season.
They're not
too,
going to need
like-
Dalvin Cook this game.
Yeah,
I mean, they
no.
almost beat the Cardinals and they lost to the Browns. So, I mean, it's not like they're
The
playing.
Vikings are still pretty good, man. Yeah, we got to pick the Vikings here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but I'm going to.
All right, great. Eagles, Panthers.
Panthers.
Panthers, yeah. I think Panthers here.
I'm gonna take the Eagles.
Oh no.
Mm,
This is like that Giants pick. This is
This
so
is
dumb.
that Giants.
It's the same fucking divisional matchup too. The NFC East versus the
It's
God
gonna
damn
be the
it.
same final score too, 38-26.
It's gonna be an
guaranteed.
OT. I'm gonna be so mad, dude.
I think that was last week's stat too, right? Wasn't it? Krendor has something to do with the NFC East, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Uh,
Hold on, let me look it up.
Yeah.
There's too
I
much
think
magic
so.
in this group anymore now. We
Yeah,
can't-
Dude, it's weird.
We're
Keep
becoming
track of it
sorcerers. That's
Yeah.
how it works. You do a podcast long enough, you gain magical
I like
powers.
it. Yeah, I'm down with it.
I wonder how we're doing so far against the talking heads. I think we're probably doing pretty solid, honestly.
I think we're always gonna. I think it seems to be whoever you are, you have a 60% chance to call an NFL game.
Well, you're probably right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, a monkey could probably do just about the same.
Probably.
We should do absolutely one year. We should do like
Pixel Haven, get a monkey.
Yeah, it's a Patreon goal is we pay a research institute to house the monkey and keep it comfortable and stuff and make it happy, but also every week we want it to do pick'ems.
We need to do a coin flip for every team every week.
What was the animal that predicted the Super Bowl right for many years in a row?
Octopus.
Was it an octopus?
It's football.
It got it right a lot.
That makes sense. They know football.
I may be thinking of the soccer octopus. It was either an octopus or a squirrel or something.
No, it was an aquatic animal for sure.
I'm pretty sure it was an octopus though.
Yeah.
This game will come down to if CMC plays, basically.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I think if he doesn't, it's the Eagles. If he does, it's the Panthers.
I don't know. I have faith.
I think you guys are blinded by the Eagles playing the Chiefs defense and seeing 30 points and going, they were really bad otherwise.
Yeah.
And the Panthers defense is good outside of that game.
The Panthers are pretty solid, man.
Yeah, I'm taking the Panthers here. Yeah.
I'll take the Panthers, I guess.
Woo, go Eagles. All right, so we've got Saints, football, Hogs.
Go Hogs!
Go Hogs!
Go Hogs. I'm a hog. I'm all hog.
Double locking the Hogs. It doesn't officially count, but a ceremonial double lock for the Hogs this week.
Oh, double lock hog.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. You know what? Go Hogs.
Washington defense has not been as good. I think the Saints. Saints.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston.
He's right about that.
Yeah.
That is a fact.
Go Hogs.
Go Hogs.
Hogs. Titans, Jaguars.
The Derrick Henry show is about to
no
really
way.
hit full stride here, dude.
There's no way they lose to 2 winless teams in a row,
There's
right?
no
That
way.
would be hilarious.
It's
Especially with the
Titans.
Urban Meyer shit. They
Oh,
might not
yeah,
even
no
have a
doubt.
coach
This would
next
be-
week.
Titans.
God, this is if the Jags win this game, I have no idea how to predict any game for the rest of the show.
This should be
for
like a
the length of time.
100%.
Yeah, it really should.
In fact, I'm locking the Titans. Some
Ooh,
already
that's
set
a
in
there he
place.
goes.
idea, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Hogs.
Cowardly locks all the way. I'll take the easy points.
All
You got to do it.
Dolphins, Buccaneers.
Got to be the Bucks.
Yeah.
It's Bucks.
I'm gonna be locking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
All right. Yep. Fair enough. Fair
Makes
enough.
sense.
Packers, Bengals.
Keep the Bengals here, dude.
Wow.
Honestly, it'll be a good game. I'm taking Packers because me, but I could see the Bengals making this a game. It's gonna be close.
Give me the Bengals.
It's in Cincinnati.
That's
picking-
Packers. That's Packers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers.
Packers to win when Coach picks it to win.
That's like every week.
Packers.
Yeah.
So back.
Broncos, Steelers.
Broncos.
I'm gonna think the
Broncos
Broncos
are good.
too. Yeah.
They're gonna do some work on this Steelers offense, man.
Is Teddy back in though?
Oh, that's a really good point.
I think their defense will still be good enough to hold the Steelers.
It's still going to be the focal point for sure. But yeah, Teddy is a big leap over Drew right now.
Did
Yeah.
you know that the Broncos have Melvin
Gordon.
That's right.
Okay, no, they'll be fine. Yeah, they got.
I get
Melvin
this
Gordon.
joke now.
Finally on board with it.
The whole joke is just repeating it. So yeah, you're in.
My pick hinges on what Apollo picks.
I'm torn because there's you remember the void from week 1, or was it then
never
said
left
that
the void.
the Panthers were going to win that game or something? I forgot which team it was, but it was right, and I'm getting that weird void talk again that the Steelers are going to win.
Wait,
I don't
void
like
talk?
it.
It's
The
the
void
magic.
talking to you?
The magic.
It talked a couple weeks ago, and it was right, and it was.
Oh,
and
did you stare into the abyss, dude?
Yeah, and I.
And look back. That's what happens.
Yeah.
This man pulls a shiny Charizard out of Hidden Fates. All of a sudden, he's talking to voids and stuff.
I think I have to listen to it again until it's wrong, and so I'm going to pick the Steelers.
Wow.
I'm listening to the void until it's wrong. Okay.
Oh, well, that's fair, I guess.
I will be
As long as it doesn't
picking.
tell you to shoot anybody.
I'll be picking the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right.
Yeah, I'm also going to take the Steelers.
Okay, fair enough.
Go
It's hard,
Broncos.
it's hard to go against the abyss.
Bears, Raiders.
I keep going with animal allegiance, but I think I finally have to stop because the Bears just don't have anything, and they just lost Montgomery.
I'm gonna be locking the Las Vegas Raiders.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll take the Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders for the
Raiders. Did you know Gruden lost his virginity thinking about the Notre Dame?
Did you know Gruden lost his virginity thinking about Melvin Gordon?
It's true, yeah. Who's he play for again?
I forgot.
He went to Notre Dame. Not really.
Was Melvin Gordon alive when John Gruden lost his virginity?
Probably not.
Yeah, it might not have been.
I don't know.
In which case, that's amazing. He's a sorcerer too.
He's born in '93, so yes,
he was. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I forgot he was a young coach.
Damn, we can't say that Gruden fathered Melvin Gordon.
Yeah.
We can. We might as well. Fuck it.
Did you know that
No one's
John
calling
Gruden
us.
fathered Melvin Gordon?
Yeah, I knew that. That's a fact.
So everybody
I
take
knew
the
about him.
Raiders, so we pick.
Yeah, I took the Raiders. Yeah.
All right. Browns, Chargers.
This is gonna be a good game, dude.
This is a good game.
Good game.
Chargers.
I like the Browns here.
I don't know. I think Justin Herbert's been too good for too many games. He's got to have a bad game. I think it's going to be this game. I'm going to go Browns.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
Hold on.
I think this is gonna be an even split, dude. It could be either team for sure.
This is me looking at their schedule real quick. Hold on. Sorry.
I'm gonna
This
look
is
at
a big
the
play.
betting odds real quick though.
Me
too,
and
just to make
Fender
sure.
have, I think, picked mostly the same stuff all
I think
season
so, yeah.
far. And this week
Yeah.
is just we are we are.
Oh, yeah, this is
against
it.
Each other in so many games. This
The
is going to
great
decide.
divide.
Yeah.
I think I'm. You know what? I'm going to take the Browns this week because here's my reasoning. They beat the Chiefs, but it's a divisional game. So I mean, you know,
Right.
look, anything happens in those.
Hmm.
And then they beat the Raiders, which is it's a tough team to beat. But I think the Browns are better than the Raiders, so by transitive properties. And then they lost to the Cowboys and beat the Hogs. So yeah, I mean, I think the Browns and Myles Garrett in
He
particular.
did the math.
Yeah, I did the math, and the math says, and this is science, my friends.
Right.
This says that what game were we talking about? The Browns win.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
Giants, Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys for sure.
Cowboys. Yeah.
They are way better than the Giants right
At
now.
home.
Printer's
too.
really quiet. Oh,
Thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it, but I don't trust the Giants that much. I'm thinking Cowboys.
I too do not trust the Giants.
Yeah.
man, if we're right, the Cowboys are going to start 4-1.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
wild. They look like a 4-1 team too.
They
is
do.
The thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they hung with the Buccaneers too. It's pretty good.
Mhm.
I mean, the thing is, last year they were destroying people until Dak went down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
49ers, Cardinals.
Cardinals
Give-
all day.
me
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Cardinals.
All right.
I'm taking the Birds too. It's I've put too much disrespect on their picks, so I picked them.
If Alfred Hitchcock has taught us anything, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
I'm thinking about it.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Actually, just pull the trigger, man.
I've made so many weird picks this week, and I feel like this might. I feel like this is the exposed. This is where teams get exposed this week, and I feel like both the Cardinals and Ravens. I feel like they're both going to get exposed, but I've done too. I'll go Cardinals. I've done too many crazy picks. I got
You talk to the void too much.
No. The void, that was only one pick. Okay, we're on to the void on one pick.
He
don't
knows
know
how to
that-
calculate his risks with the void.
The
man.
other
He's
picks
easy.
are just me trying new stuff out. You know.
I don't know,
I
man.
feel
You
that.
you
I
don't
feel
know what
that.
talking to that void does to you after a while.
Oh, Bills, Chiefs.
Oh, baby, yeah, that's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
a good one.
Fucking game, dude. Give me the Bills. Give me the Bills.
I'm taking the
Boy,
Bills.
I don't know, man. This could be the only team that's capable of just like playing lights out and just putting up a ridiculous amount of points
all
on
the
them.
Bills defense needs to do is show up, and Josh Allen is going to eviscerate that Chiefs defense.
That's
just
true.
in
That's
there.
definitely
Oh
true.
my god.
Dude,
I like
this could be
Bills.
like, oh man, I really want this to be like a 50-40 game.
It
you know what I'm
could,
saying? Like,
honestly.
it could be.
And it's going to be a defensive battle, 7-6. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That happens every time. It happens every time, dude.
You're right. Yeah. No. I think the Chiefs might win this game. but
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick the Chiefs. I'm picking the Chiefs. I'm doing it.
Woo,
I'm picking the Chiefs.
he did it.
Okay.
Have you locked something yet, Rob?
Yeah, I locked somebody. Who did I lock? I locked the
did you?
Titans.
No, I locked it.
Titans.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah, Titans,
yeah.
Titans,
Okay, I'm just making sure
Yeah.
I'm unlocking.
I'm gonna take the Bills here, though. I think. I think.
All right.
I think. Yeah, because like sometimes when they go up against a good defense, they'll put up a little bit of a goose egg. I mean, in relative terms to what the Chiefs can, like probably like 30 points. But
Yeah.
It's gonna be the Bills.
All right. Well, and then we've got our last game, which is Colts Ravens.
I so badly this is the problem where I want the Ravens to be exposed this week. I want them, and that's influencing my pick because I just don't think they're the fifth best team, or wherever they were on the rankings. I just don't think they're that good.
They're not a top 5.
I mean, without a Hall of Fame kicker, they lose to the Lions.
Excuse me,
Right.
they are a top 5 team. Thank you very much.
They almost lost to the Lions.
Be sacrilegious this week, goddammit! I deny the Bible. They're not a top 5 team.
You don't know what forces you're dealing with there, Bear Taffy.
We're working with the void already. What the fuck else can I be scared of?
But like I said, I've made too many crazy picks, so I got to go Ravens.
How crazy is it that we got a horse versus a bird twice in a row? Last week it was the Broncos versus the Ravens. Now it's the Colts versus the Ravens. What the heck's going on?
in the NFL, the odds are actually they're pretty high.
Yeah,
there's like 2 horses and like 8
It's
birds.
the same, but no, it's the same Raven.
Yeah,
we're dealing with the same Raven. Yeah,
It's gonna be the Ravens.
yeah. I'm also going Ravens.
yeah, Raven. Yeah.
I am going Colts.
Hey, see, what's the exposition, dude? They're gonna be exposed. I should.
Oh
pick
my
the Colts
God.
too, but I won't. But I won't because I can't.
He's right. He can't.
This is a crazy pick.
Hold on.
This is a tough one.
This is wacky, dude.
Before we end, I'm going to go quickly through every team with a random number generator, 1 or 2. Here we go.
Okay.
Yes, I
It
love that. That's
picks
good.
the Rams, the Falcons, the Patriots,
Wait, it's cracked.
the Vikings,
It's cracked.
Oh,
the
wow.
Panthers,
What the fuck?
the Hogs,
Yeah.
the Titans,
What?
the Buccaneers,
You're lying now.
the
You're bullshitting.
Bengals, the Broncos, the Raiders, the Browns,
How is it?
the Cowboys,
No, you're
the
lying.
49ers,
Okay.
the Chiefs,
Yep.
and the Ravens.
Dude, it's gonna
I
go
think it's gonna
16
get
and 0. It's gonna go. This is crazy, dude. How are those? Because it didn't miss on any of the obvious ones. It did not miss. That is scary. That is
Shout out
scary,
to
dude.
calculator.net's random number generator. We'll see how it goes.
It's gonna do so well, dude.
We gotta keep that up now.
Yeah, we got to keep it up. No
But who
way
would win
we
in a
stop.
fight, Melvin Gordon or Calculator.org?
That's actually a close one.
That's a whole debate.
Yeah,
dude.
it's a whole debate. I mean, we don't even know who Melvin Gordon plays for.
Right, we gotta figure that out first.
Yeah.
Or whether he would beat a horse in a skydiving combat.
I
Yeah,
hope
we don't
that
know.
Melvin Gordon names his son Malvin. Please name him Malvin.
Well, thanks for listening, watching, whatever you're doing. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that stuff. And Adam Schefter is dumb. Thanks for watching, dude.
Schefter got no ass.
Yeah, no ass. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Oh, flat ass Schefter.
See ya.